Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's off to an awesome start to their day. Give me 2 seconds while the chat phone loads in. We'll hatch this random crispy fiver that just popped up. Give me 2 seconds. Let me know when you guys can see me, because it's always a second behind. Okay, looks good. Yo, Carl, dude. Carl with the 20. Thank you very much for doing that, man. You did not have to do that. Always just lovely to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well, and make sure you guys show some love for Coral himself. Says, let's get it with the fire emoji. Hopefully see some birds today. It's not the nicest weather day. We're gonna see what we can do though. Debo with 2 months, dude. Keep the big love going for Debo with 2 months. Thank you very much. Callie says hello, Mr. Big Toe. What's up, Catherine? Let's do it in this 5. What do we got? It's not shiny. I had to save it because with my luck, when I hatch eggs off stream, they're always shiny. But that one was not. What's up, Allie? Got Samu as well. Visual Candle, Bozo. Good to see you. I got here a tiny bit early to nominate some Pokestops and stuff, and as we do that, I actually see another one right now. So I'm not going to nominate it in front of you guys, but I think I'm going to take the photo while we're here. Because I think it ought to work, but hopefully you guys are off to a good start today. Give me a sec to snap a quick photo. I don't want to get the dirty couch in there, but that's kind of cool. With this ice cream shop, maybe, right? It's called Sundays. That's cool. Take a few of those. Anyways, I'm trying to get some more gyms in this area. So if you're wondering like why I'm on a Pokestop nominating spree, that is why. Well, let's beat up Mr. Clifton, do some raids, look for some birditos. Shiny Galarian Zapdos or Moltres? That's what you like? I like the Moltres the best personally. I mean, I feel like the next one we see is gonna be a Zapdos for sure. How do you nominate a Pokestop? Hey, you just go to your uploads and take a photo. Callie with the 6.9 dono says hi. Thank you very much for the $6.9. Show some love for Callie. You don't gotta do that. As I said before, I just appreciate you guys being here hanging out, but thank you very much for the dirty dono on that one. Should I nominate the business next to my house? You could. I mean, I look for art like that and different things to try to nominate. I've had some decent luck with them. I'm just trying to get some more gyms and stuff in my area, and I had a couple of them go through. So as we see stuff on the grind today, I'll probably take a couple of photos, nominate them later. What's up, Nick? Also, Jordani, good to see you, man. Brennan, the K in the house. One more time, thank you very much. Carl, Debo, Callie, appreciate all the support, man. You guys don't gotta do that though. We're just gonna lock in on some birds today, have a nice chill grind like we always do. And hopefully it's a good one. How many shinies today? Well, it's been 2 minutes, including the intro of me saying hi, so there hasn't been that many things instantaneously, you could say, but we'll see what happens. But also, hopefully you're having a good day. Vincent Boot says, what would you do for a Gyarados that's 3 stars? Probably nothing. I do have, you got to keep in mind that I play the game quite a bit, so not really looking to tell you how high I'd jump for a Gyarados in a potential trade. Caleb, what's up? Adam, good to see you, man. All right, let's start off with Senior Clifton here. See if Cliff wants to bring us a goldfish to start the day. Come on. No, and 41. Thanks, Cliff. Appreciate that. Had a shiny Shadow Latias today. Cool. I'm going to go for one of those down the street too, I think, after this 1K that is a chest pin. Okay. April is my month that I'm excited for. What are you looking forward to in April? Glad to hear you're looking forward to some stuff, though. That's great. That's a key thing to keeping happy in life, is having things you're looking forward to and good things coming up, so to speak. Okay, come on. There we go. Jeez, why do we still need that? Why, after all this time, do we really still need to have a gazillion animations to show us that you got a gem? I guess if you're new to the game, it would be cool to tell you what it is and how to use it and stuff, but man, we don't really need those. Don't need to see that all the time. But it looks like we have a laddie right there. I'm going to do the laddie and then we'll hunt for some birds. I just wanted to get this quick raid in first, because I'm kind of owed. I think I'm kind of owed some good legendary luck after the ringer we've been through kind of lately. Warplane, how you doing? Good to see ya. Ended up taking my mom's Mewtwo. You did? Just have to give her one back when GoFest comes around. I was kind of having a chuckle at that when he told me that a few days ago. I mean, if she doesn't play a lot, she might not miss it. And yeah, I'm assuming for GoFest, everyone's going to get their fair share of those guys. It's Carl month. Come on, let me in here. Catch shiny should ninja. No, I haven't got that far in the past, man. I've kind of had a little bit of a busy week, we'll call it. So I haven't really had the chance to focus on the game as much as I Would have liked to, so I haven't unlocked it from the past yet. Maybe we'll get it today, though. I don't know how much we can progress. It is Sundays, and I think on Sundays you can do double the amount of progression or something like that. I don't actually know. I think there's something to do with the Go Pass on Sundays. Haven't gotten the shiny Sizzlepede yet, says Young. Me neither. Is the weather finally good to play Go? No, not really. I mean, it's better than it's been, but Canada's winter hangs on until late April usually, sometimes May. So we still have snow at night, -10 at night. Nah, super windy and stuff, but I mean, I got other things to complain about in life than weather. We're just gonna deal with it, you know. Canada's not changing anytime soon. It's unlimited points. Oh, okay, Dan, that's what I mean. Yeah, I was gonna say I could probably get it then, because yeah, we're a little bit behind on it. I think I'm at rank 40 or so, or 35, and you gotta be 60, I think, to get it. Nicholas, what's up, dude? You're gonna bring her the background one back from Chicago? That's a good trade then. Yeah, everyone's just in a rush to get the Mewtwo's, but I mean, we're all going to get our fair share. I think so anyways with GoFest. Saturo, what's up, man? Shiny Zama today for Vincent. Beautiful. I, surprise, have still not got a shiny Zamazenta. And I still haven't, obviously we didn't get the Zacian either, so. Yeah, that's my legendary luck. Also, I see another good Pokestop nomination, man. I'm going to head over that way and take a photo of it. I don't know if it's already been nominated or not. Actually, I don't think it is. So yeah, if you see me snapping some random photos throughout the day, I do want to try to get some more gyms and stops. So I'm not going to nominate them with you guys, but what I'm going to be doing is just taking the photos, and that way I can, upload them later, and you can still drop the waypoints. So I'd always recommend that if you're going to make Pokestops, go on your grind, just do your thing, but snap a couple photos, and then when you're chilling at night or whatever, you can go through and nominate them that way. What's up, Coach? When's GoFest? In June. Yeah, let me do this now. You guys got this right. Hold on. I see this way over here. That looks like a decent one, right? Wall art or whatever. That'll do. We'll take that for now. I've been finding some pretty good ones around here, and like, weirdly enough, they're in a lot of alleys and stuff, but I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Anything can be a Pokestop. What's up, lunch? Let me know. Yeah, thanks, man. I don't know. Sometimes they go through quick, other times you forget about them for half a year, and then they let you know what they decided. So I will keep an eye, though. All right, Mr. Latito is down. If you haven't already, drop a like for some shiny luck. Looking for a 2006, or if it's boosted, which it probably is, the 2507. Yeah, 2413 is terrible. We did get one of these guys, though. I'm trying to think what day that was. Either way, this is technically the last one I've got from a 5-star raid in the last 2.5 weeks. Since that legendary weekend when we had the Ultra Beast, I got the Zergatry. But let's see, come on. No, we don't start with one. What's up, Apollo? That's fine. I don't really care about that. Hopefully our shiny legendary of the day is going to be a Galarian Bird, right? That's obviously the big ticket item that I actually do care about. So without further ado, let's pop this. Let's get Kiram on for 20 minutes. Hopefully get some good luck with the Birditos today. I don't know. I feel like we're due for a shiny soon with how many we've seen. Visual got a nice. It's a good looking shiny Shadow, man. Honestly, it really is one of the better looking ones with the smoke and stuff. I don't love Latias, but I will say it's pretty nice. You know, the light on dark is a good contrast. Definitely a better looking shiny than Latios, I think. You guys can let me know if you disagree or whatever, but I think it's a little bit nicer. And also today, I think, is the last day of the bug out event or whatever. So, not too sad to see it go. But the good thing is you can hunt birds every single day, and I'm sure Sizzlepede will still be available in the wild from time to time. So, I think they both look great. They're both nice. How was your research day? It was pretty good. We got 10 shinies, I think. So it was okay. No shundos, no hundos. I did hunt after stream without you guys in areas that had bad network, and nothing else came to fruition, unfortunately. Did have an awesome trade yesterday, though, which you guys should definitely check out. A Dex entry, shiny Relicanth. And the trade was pretty, honestly, I'm pretty excited about it still. So if you want to see how it turned out, go check out the short. Show me some love on that thing. Go drop a like or whatever on it. That'd be cool. Is it tomorrow it ends? That's a long event for bugs, man. I just assumed it'd be today, but alright, you can still get your fill of bugs tomorrow, I guess. if you didn't have enough bugs, it would be a lot different complexion to the event if we had, like, shiny boosts on Sizzlipede, right? Or, like, Nimble came out about a year ago for the shiny. Why not shiny boost him, right? A lot of people still don't have him, still excited to get him. Not to whine too much, but I think they do need to bring some more incentive to these kind of so-so events to keep us interested and motivated and happy with them, right? But, I don't know, I digress. What's up, Kaz? How you doing today? Anything happening right now? Events or anything? The Bug Out event's still on. I'm looking for Galarian Birds, as the title suggests for the video. Galarian Birds are always on the docket for me. We're trying to see if we can get number 43 today. And since my last shiny bird, we've easily seen... Let me look, actually. Maybe not as many as I think. Probably close to the 30 mark, which is still over odds. But maybe we could see one today. Always cool to see the non-shiny birds too, but obviously the shinies are the big ticket items that we're actually going for. And yeah, Pineco used to be shiny boosted when perma boosted in the game. Always made it exciting to go for these events and you can get, you know, Scyther perma boosted or Pineco or whatever, but them being a full odds, I don't know. That kind of stings a little bit because now it's shinies that no one cared about are kind of tough to get. So if you didn't manage to get those perma boosted shinies like that and Onyx and Chansey and things like that, they're randomly tough to get now. Garlic, what's up? Kevin and I are hanging out watching. Gonna teach him about Pokemon. Okay. What's up, Kevin? For those who don't know, Kevin's an awesome dude. We miss him dearly. We're looking for some Galarian Birds, which technically Rookity is. There's also a Slugma Balls here. That's Slugma's last name is Balls with a Z. And we'll see what we get. I've been getting some kind of weird shinies, the little bits that I've played in the last couple days. Obviously, yesterday was research stuff, but I managed to nab this random guy right here, which I'm pretty excited about, and actually another shiny Nimble, too. So, actually, no, the Nimble was from a trade, wasn't it? I was going to say, when did I get Nimble? But no, he was from a trade. Kim says, I'm here too, man. What's up, Kim? I told you guys in the past a lot of times, Kim, she's really the best. We're lucky to have her around. Lucky to have her on our team. But let's go down G-Bird Avenue and see what we can find. I've been looking, I told you guys to nominate more stops to get more gyms. This area is an enigma to me because look at the amount of stops here. Any area like this that's not close to other gyms, typically 2 to 3 Pokestops will trigger a gym. But it didn't. So I think that I ought to look around in this area to see if I can nominate something else. Because it looks like that grass area should probably have a gym pretty soon. It's funny how you say that name. How I say what name. Someone said a bad word in the Discord. Oh no. That's like the most concerning thing right now to me. Hopefully they don't do that again. Did I get a Hundo Ninja? No way. Did a lucky trade get a... Dude, you got a Shundo lucky... Wow. Background Cinderace is crazy, man. Congrats on that. You had a really good day. Always good to see you, Antonio, and congrats on that. How many Shundos do you have now? I want to say you're coming up on close to 20, right? I think. Yo, Visual to 628. Thanks for the dono. Congrats again on your shiny Latias earlier. Hopefully I can be like you and put a shiny Legendary on the board. But show some love for Visual. Appreciate it, dude. You don't got to do that, but thanks for being here and hanging out today. 20 Shundos for Antonio. Wow. Yeah, I was going to say, I knew you had a lot. Definitely knew you had a lot. Let me have one quick look here. Can I nominate anything? That's why that area doesn't have a gym. There's not really anything more to nominate that's not been nominated already. Actually, let me see. One of these is a community garden. That one's a horse. Food forest. Okay, yeah, it is. Never mind. If anyone's like wondering what I'm talking about, I'm looking to take photos and nominate more stops so we can have more points of interest around the city, right? And so you got to find some good things like that, but it looks like that area's already been kind of covered. What's up, Jan? You have 23 Shundos. That's crazy, man. They come in waves. I mean, I go long periods of time with no Shundos, and then other times where you get a couple Shundos back to back. Like these two were kind of close together. This one was very early, 2026, and then we had this guy at Wild Area. Those were kind of close, but before that, actually these guys were kind of close too. About a month apart, so yeah, it goes in swings. You have 0 Shundos, it'll happen. How's the weather? Got a lot of snow today. We got a lot of wind. Wind and kind of like sleet rain. So it's not as bad as your area for sure, but yeah, I was kind of hoping to see the sun at some point in my life. That'd be nice. Sadly, I have no shinies. Play a calm day. Calm days are always really good for shinies. They're 1 in 25, right? Which is, I think, about a 4% chance, if my math is right. So, I mean, pretty good if you don't have shinies. You can rack them up on days like that. And also, yeah, it looks like we are climbing ranks in here. Should ninjas down there? Okay. You could probably get that today. This is G-Bird Avenue, by the way. So we have seen a fair amount of these lovely G-Birds here. I've actually probably caught a total of, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 on this street alone. Like between shinies and non-shinies. And that's just the ones we've caught. What's up, Corbin? Weather was peak today. I'm jealous, but I'd love to hear that for you. We had like a couple days, I don't know when that was, a few weeks back where it was like sunny out and 15. And that just made it so much worse to have this second part of winter again now, because it's hitting harder. 16 and sunny, dang. Should I evolve my shiny Shundo Lotad? The Ludicolo. Do I even have one? I don't even have one to show you. I was going to say, you can kind of see it down there on the right. It is a very good looking shiny. Lotad's cool too, though. It's up to you, man. Yeah, do what Toby said. You know what? Let's evolve that. Was that Lombre? Is that his name? Let's evolve him. I think I traded my only one of these to Garlic a long time ago. In some random trade. I think she wanted Ludicolo. So let's have a look at what it looks like. 80 here in Louisiana. Carl says I wanted to get rid of a few premium passes. My storage was full. Accidentally deleted 2/3 of my whole stat. Oh, man. Yo, Carl, contact support. Tell them it was a mistake. Dude, I deleted 800 rare candies recently. Because I thought they were golden raspberries. Like, I was, like, going to bed and, like, groggy. And, dude, they put them back in my account. I screenshotted all of it, but they actually went and they were like, yo, be careful, you know, like, don't be silly next time. But they gave them back. So tell them, like, how many you think it roughly was, when it was, and open a ticket with them and tell them, like, you know, you worked hard to get them and you're, like, super upset about them. That's what I did. I was like, man, I feel sick over losing these, and they put them back. So hopefully you can get those back, man. I don't know. Like, it's not a guarantee. It depends on the agent you get. But hopefully they can give you some help, man, because that sucks. Had 300 plus. Oh, dude, you definitely got to contact them. Especially if they see, like, you know, that's a lot. They'll know they don't want to, like, make you mad because you're supporting their game, right? I would definitely open a ticket, man. Sizzlipede off the Daily Incense. Obviously, Galarian Birds are not going to be the easiest thing to find. They never are, but we have Windy Boost today. So I'll get a little bit better chance of seeing one. Watching the stream on the beach. That's cool, man. Had 500 rare candies. Accidentally turned it all into Toxel candy. Oh, I mean, at least he didn't straight up dump them. The Toxel is kind of hard to get candy for, too. An official, good to see you, man. Twinkie, thanks for the sub. Mr. Error, thanks for the sub. Interesting name there, I actually like that. You know what? Twinkie's name is nice, too. I haven't eaten one of those in, like, 10 plus years. I don't even know if they sell them here anymore. Callie says dub for new subs. Big old dubbies, as people say. Not me, but other people say that. Let's also have a check for hundos. I had the Go Plus running before. Still no new hundos. Kind of some interesting ones lately, though. This one was crazy. Dude, who called this? This was live one day. I caught this in the wild. Someone yelled, yo, that's a hundo. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's in the wild. And it actually was. And I still don't understand how they knew. Any Galarian today? No, it's only been 19 minutes. No instant birds, but I'm pretty optimistic. I mean, the spots that I hunt, you guys probably know by now. We see lots and lots of birds. Like, the fact that I have this many caught, you can only imagine how many I've seen, right? Like, we're probably looking in the high hundreds area of these rare birds, and it's largely in part to do with the spots that I grind. So I think we'll see some today, man. Depends how long we end up going, but I think if we stick to it for a little while, we'll probably see at least a couple, at least one. Is a Charmander? Weird. Cool. I mean, better than bugs, but kind of strange. We love cheeky hundos. They don't suck. Celebi or Jirachi ever come back? Yeah, probably. So what they do with mythicals is they'll drop them in a paid ticket every so often. And if you already have bought them before or you already have them, you can't get the ticket. But they probably will bring those back because they sell pretty good and they want everyone to have a chance to get these, you know, regardless of when you started playing the game. One that I'm missing like that is Mew, actually. So if that comes back, I'd definitely be buying that. Burmy. Dude, I'm over that research. Hey, Neptune, what's up, man? Seeing 200 Pineco, does it have a shiny? It does. I just got finished saying before, I actually have a Shundo of Pineco, but it was perma-boosted. What does that mean? Well, perma-boosted means 1 in 64. But now the perma-boost is gone from the game. This is back to being a full odds, as it's called, which is a 1 in 512. So, statistically, not easy to get anymore. But yeah, it does have a shiny. It's pretty nice. Definitely is pretty nice. Yeah, do what Corbin says. Hit all the buttons. It is the freest way to keep us doing what we're doing. No shiny Mew? No. No shiny Mew because it hasn't been available since I started playing. I don't know when the last time the research drop for that was. I mean, maybe it was, but like again, when you got a picture back when you first start playing this game, you don't really know what you're doing, right? You're kind of just playing here and there for fun. That's exactly what I was doing. Hey Ryan, thanks for the sub, man. Pink says I'm back. The insane add all for Kyurem raid person. There's actually a few of those. But either way, good to see ya. I hope you've been well. Looks like we got a Blitbug raid there. I don't know if I'm down for those. Looks like there is some candy for Blitbug in the past, though, which I should go and claim. Also, is my Go Plus deceased? I feel like we've turned this on like 5 times, and it's not with us anymore. Mr. LeChonk. What if animals G-Max in real life? What would be the scariest? Bugs, for sure. If you think about bugs, man, they're savages. If you ever look at a bug close up under like a magnifying glass, it has like 10 sets of teeth and like 1,000 arms and stuff, and they're super strong. If they were big, we'd be done. I wholeheartedly believe that, by the way. SH? Not yet, man. We just got started. Nothing yet, but hopefully soon. I'm optimistic, man. I mean, we always get some good stuff throughout the day. Mosquitoes? Yeah, Jan, that'd be terrifying. Like, that's exactly what Buzzwole is, right? Imagine a mosquito if it had like a 10-foot long blood-sucking thing on its face. Hey, Hyper, what's up? Can you see all of them, says Oscar. Can't go through them all. So we got about 12,000 right now, right? So if you want to see something specific, I can, but I can't go through all these, right? Just for time's sake, we would get nothing else done today. But if you're like, yo, can I see, you know, this Pokemon or that one, then I can for sure pull it up. What Mega looks better, Blastoise or Steelix? I'm a Blastoise guy. I don't really love Steelix. I don't know, Mega form though, maybe Steelix looks better, I don't know. Interesting comparison though, I can't say I've ever been asked to pick between those. Usually it's picking between starters, not like a rock snake and a turtle. Ninka, oh, yo, that's really good. Is it 329? I think that's almost a hundo. Hold on. That's probably a 98, isn't it? Dang, dude. Yo, Kim with the 7 with the wow sticker. You don't gotta do that, Kim. Thanks for just being here and hanging out. For being the person that you are, honestly. But seriously, don't be doing that. We're gonna ban Kim. She's too kind. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. What's up, Jay? How's it been? No, we just got started. We just got started for the day. Nothing too crazy yet. Maybe now that you're here. Crobat's kind of sick, though. Yo, why is he a million years away? Am I gonna have to throw one of these ultras at him? Wow. Yo, he sucks to throw at, man. That was super annoying to throw at him. Kim with the sparkly and the love. Thanks again. I feel bad, though, you doing that. How much have I spent on the game? I'm not really here to have a TED Talk on finances or anything. It's kind of like when you get older and you ask someone, like, hey, how much does your house cost? It's kind of a no-no, right? People don't really want you asking that, so in kind terms, I won't be discussing that today. The Skaroopy. It just always kind of blows my mind when people ask that, because I'm not going to be like, well, you see, we've spent $700.31 on the game, right? Like, I'm not keeping a running tally, and if I was, I don't think it would be a conversation piece, right? Oscar, though, thanks for the sub, and Supper, thanks for the sub. The K with the 5 says, if you ban Kim, you gotta ban me too. Oh, wait. You're never gonna let that go, okay? One time, hide you from the channel and ban you, and you just rake me over the coals for it. Thank you for the 5, but seriously, you guys don't gotta do that, man. I just wanna have a chill day today, catch some burditos, show some love for K, but you guys are cut off. Yeah, again, not playing that game, Gage. That was the whole sentence that came out of my mouth before about the not asking people about their finances. Yeah, so hopefully that draws you a roadmap to my answer right there. Anyways, XMD says, get the party going. Hopefully get a bird soon, man. Hopefully get a nice birdito. I think we will. I'm gonna walk this street back here too. The network kind of sucks, but there's a couple things I think would make good Pokestop nominations back here. So I'm just gonna snap a photo while we go by. If I ever quit, you'd be sad? I mean, I hope I never do. YouTube's a strange game, right? Maybe Pokemon Go will be around forever. Maybe no one will care about the game someday, right? A little bit out of my control, but I hope we can keep going as long as possible, too. It's getting loud? You're yelling timber? Is that the lyrics? Steelix is a snake? It's a rock snake, isn't it? Callie says, bam, triple whammy. Callie's joining in on the getting banned forever. Thank you for the other gazillionth dono of the day, Callie. You don't gotta do that. Like I said, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. But I just appreciate you guys being here and hanging out and doing your thing, man. You know what I mean? You guys being here is enough for me, but show some love for Callie and for Kim and for Kay and Carl before and everyone with the members. I don't know, man. For everyone that's in here. Hey, what's up, Rail? Mr. Rail here all the way from Raleigh. How are you collecting items from Pokestops? The Go Plus. So the Go Plus is a Bluetooth device, like a real thing you buy from Niantic, and it can spin some Pokestops for you. Which is really nice, because I'm obviously preoccupied reading chat and trying to play the game. So it's nice that I can have that. How's everyone? Just taking some photos for some Pokestops. Yo, I'm going to take a photo of this. Hopefully it doesn't lag the game. It might, but... Yo, that's Pokestop worthy right there. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to nominate that later. I'm going to definitely nominate that. Couldn't tell you what that thing is. Oh, and the Whalmer. Shiny Centipede? Not yet. Not yet, my friend. Hopefully soon. We are full on Mons, though, and I got to put on Dialga, I think. Let's do... Yeah, sure, let's go with that one. Yeah, let's do that for now. That'll be good. Cool nomination. Yeah, I think that most of the art stuff goes through pretty good. What's your favorite shiny? Gyarados. Would you ban someone if they gave you $500? Well, no. I mean, that's we're kidding, man. Trust me. I'm just trying to let people know that I appreciate them just being here, you know? Also, Galarian Mask used to be shiny boosted, but now it's not. Also, 2K going in that is. Tadbulb. It's actually not a bad hatch. It's kind of a rare shiny. That's a bad IV, but that's not too bad to have that in the 2K eggs, actually. What if Dialga was only able to use Body Slam? If Dialga only had a non-stab move, that'd be pretty crazy. Some Pokemon are like that, though. Some Pokemon are just burdened by their moveset. Finally evolved Shiny Magikarp today. Nice. Yeah, I truly believe they should have a Calm Day Classic for that. 400 candies is a little bit cumbersome to evolve, right? Predict a Galarian Bird spawn soon. Yeah, so do I. I mean, my spots are so good, man, that... I know it sounds crazy, but more often than not, we see birds. Porygon. That's cool. But yeah, it's kind of an anomaly day if I go out and don't see a bird. Which I know sounds nuts, but it really, truly is how things go. We're going to head down this way towards the water, which is usually my best place for birds. Also a Latias raid up there, too, will do. 93%. 50 from Kez, okay. Decent percentages. Take a photo of a wild Pokemon. Let's go with this guy. Nimble looks gross, man. I am not a Nimble, whatever that guy is. Other Nimble, Joltik. They all look gross. Got a huge Cottony. I think you want a 300 flat for that hundo. Hey, thanks, Jan. Even if it was delivered from Nightbot, that's a nice thing to say. Mr. Totodile Kamal says, how was research day? Logged in after you finished streaming. I, just got like 10 shinies, I think. Did a lot of research, though. We drove around so I could actually get a lot of them done. Yeah, I got 10 shinies, no hundos. How was your day, Kamal? Anything good? Ready for Regieleki? Yeah, Regieleki's... I mean, all the Regis are a bit of an acquired taste for me. They have good shinies. I just don't love raiding them. Like, I guess Regieleki... how do you spell it? Oh, God. We'll scroll until we see one. This guy here, it does have a pretty good shiny and stuff. I don't know how useful it is. It's an I. Oh, I guess they all have I's, right? Why did I think it was an E? Either way, too many Regis. Way too many Regis for my liking. I've also been seeing some lads down by the water here, where I'm walking right now. Like you can see, that's a river. Pretty much right in this spot, catching some pretty big fish, which kind of gives me the hankering to go for a fish hunt soon in real life. Saw a dude catching it was either a big trout or a salmon here yesterday. Fabio, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it, dude. The Amolga. Thinks the community is top tier chaos. I can't tell if that's good or bad. I guess it's probably good. Where am I walking at? In Canada. I don't say the city because spoofers. If you don't know what spoofers are, they're cheaters, but they come to your area and wreak havoc. Not that it affects me, it's just not a thing that I like to deal with or encourage, right? So, I'm in Canada. That's as specific as I'll say. What's up, Ghost? Shiny and 16 checks. Alright, you're on.
Wait.
The light told us to wait, so we're gonna wait. And then maybe I'll do that grunt in the meantime. After Mudkip we will. Yo, Rail Defy says, had a little too much fun. Not enough making sure I ate and drank proper amounts of water, so I missed research day. Man, thanks for the 5. Hopefully you're feeling okay. At least you had some fun, it sounds like, and that's always good. Show some love for Mr. Rail, though. Rail's on the recovery. Needs to have some Gatorade and Tylenols, it sounds like. You got the shiny Magikarp while fishing? How long have I been level 80? Since January, I think. Been a little while now, for sure. But Rail, thanks again, man. I hope you're feeling good. It has thankfully been many moons since I've had a hangover. I don't know. Not good, though. I feel your pain, but... yeah, it's not something you ever want to deal with, but I guess if you did, it's the price you're paying for having a good time the night before. Forgot about research day. Been bored to this bug event. Yeah, Jay, that's what I said too. I mean, I'm finding ways to make my own fun with, bird hunting, and I'm actually on a new kick right now of trying to transform my area with new Pokestops and gyms, so that's been kind of keeping me occupied a little bit, but yeah, the bugs, I can't really pretend to care too much about that. If Sizzlipede was boosted, then for sure, right? Put it in research checks, make it 1 in 64. Make it 1 in 128, whatever, right? But full odds occasionally in the wild, I don't know. And no shiny Oddish. Would be a new one for me though, so always worth a check. Purifiable Hundo Oddish from a grunt. Cool, are you gonna purify it or not? I don't know if it'd be super useful either way. Not too sure if Vileplume has any play in any of the leagues, maybe. Is Pokemon Go making a comeback? It didn't really go anywhere. I mean, for a 10-year-old game, I think it's doing pretty well. There's still in-person events and stuff like that. They definitely have up events and down events. Sometimes they're knocking the ball out of the park, so to speak, and other times they're dropping the ball, but yeah, I think it's in a pretty good spot for a game of its age. What's Pokemon Go, says Callie? Exactly. It's just a bunch of monsters on your phone, pretty much. I think a shini's coming soon, though. I really hope it's a Birdito. I feel like shiny Zapdos. Shiny Zapdos is on the thumbnail today, and I kind of feel like that's the next shiny bird I'm going to get. So part of me saying if we see a bird today that's not Zapdos, it won't shine. But if I do see a bird, or if I do see Zapdos, it probably will shine, if that makes sense. This is a Clash of Clans stream? Yeah, exactly. We're clashing other people's clans, making it hard for them to have a good time in the game. I have no idea what you do in that game. I'm assuming it's something to do with that. Your clan beats up their clan with knives or something. It's been around for a while, I think. I see the ads on TV, I just never played it. They always have those ads with the big Viking guys. Ninkata, ooh, that's pretty good too. 329 is the hundo, I think. Got a shiny Duskox from evolving it. Nice. I forget the Duskox is a Pokemon ever. I actually did see a cool Duskox card recently. I've kind of been on this big kick of being into Pokemon cards again, like watching a lot of card openings and stuff. So, yeah, it's been kind of nice. Not that I'm opening them myself, just watching others like PokeRev and stuff do it, but it's pretty fun to watch. Lunch says I bought 2 more of those Japanese packs, including a Team Rocket pack. Wait, which Team Rocket do you mean? Like a modern one, Lunch? Like Destined Rivals? Or you mean like OG Team Rocket? Dude, the OG Team Rocket packs. I'd love to have one of those. That was my favorite to open when I was a kid, but I think they're like $500 now, man. Which is crazy. I mean, I know stuff's got to cost money if it's old or whatever, but it's kind of a lot of money to have for a pack. 100 Dynamax Full Links, nice. Mr. Spoinky. Mega Mewtwo actually comes back. What Mewtwo are you going to evolve it to? Which one of the Megas? From what I've seen, I think the Y is going to be better. But I'll probably get them both, man. It's kind of like Charizard, right? Sometimes I just evolve to Charizard X because I think he looks cool. And then I usually use the Y because he's a better fire type and whatever. But an OG Team Rocket pack today, no way. I love the English one had a Gyarados artwork. I've been looking at a base set 2 Gyarados artwork pack recently. I'm actually was looking at one on eBay. Sometimes they go cheap and sometimes they go for a ton of money. What's up, Heavy? They should add a feature where if you're near water, you get all kinds of water spawns. They kind of do. There is a biome feature, so to speak, in this game. It's not as good as you want it to be, but it definitely is like you get more water spawns. I typically see a lot more water type stuff when I'm walking in this area. Hey, Storm, what's up? Shiny Typhlosion's cool. My V-Star Zard came back as a 10. Oh, cool, coach. That's sick. I haven't graded Pokemon cards for a while. I used to, but they stopped taking submissions from Canada. I guess political nonsense, tariffs or whatever. So I can't send them in anymore, and I think the prices went up a lot too, so I haven't sent them for a while. Would love to do it again sometime. Gene says, double tap the screen for a quick like. Yeah, definitely drop a like. It is free. Helps out quite a bit with keeping us rocking and rolling, making sure that I can continue to do stuff like this for the future, man. Last time I checked, my number 1 chase only $20 in Japanese. Yeah, a lot of times, Callie, it makes more sense to buy them, right? Like, I kind of did that. I told you guys, I got really lucky, to be honest, but Evolving Skies came out in 2021. I wanted the Umbreon really bad, and it was expensive, but it was like about 175 Canadian dollars, so that's about, $100 for you guys, and I just decided to buy it. I traded a girl a booster box for it, because I didn't want to try to open it to get it, and I'm really glad I did, because you might spend a lot more money ripping packs to get your favorite card, right? Usually it's a better idea to do that. Hatched an egg, got a Salandit that was a hundo, it was a male. Still cool, though. Hey, YT, what's up? Got Mikey in the house, too. Good to see you, man. All right, 9-piece McNugget meal going in. Let's see what happens. Andrea says what? Need a bit of context for that one. Purifiable Shundo incoming, says Callahan. Dude, I've had, is it 7 or 8 checks for purifiables? Well, not checks, I guess they were purifiables. They just didn't shine. So we've actually been pretty close to getting this Shundo on multiple occasions. As recent as last Wednesday, I think I got one again. You got the flu, says Charizard. Dang. Feel better, man. What's wrong if a Pokemon's a male? Certain species can't evolve for whatever reason if they're male. Not all of them, but Salandit's one of the ones you want the female. I don't have Shiny Mew, no. I do not. Mega Magikarp that shoots lasers out of its eyes. I feel like Magikarp doesn't get enough love. I have the original Shining Magikarp card from Neo Revolution or whatever, Revelation. It's in a bad grade, but I love that card. 2392, so not going to be purifiable, but Storm, Eno, Hee, TB, and RL. Thanks for the subs, man. Really appreciate that. Welcome into the stream, and here we go. Come on. No, it's just another poo one. I'm going to leave him in the dust. We don't need that in our life. Also, Sneasel, another perma-boosted, well, used to be perma-boosted Pokemon from the past. Same with Galarian Farfetch'd. There's just constant reminders of all the mons that used to be shiny boosted this event that are no longer. It's kind of a bummer, because a lot of times you'd be able to pick up a lot more quantity, I'll say, of shinies. And especially if you do pull a hundo of, a Sneasel or a Scyther, gonna be wondering if that could have been, your Shundo in the wild if things were still perma-boosted, which again, they're not. Let's get rid of these. Shadow Latias wanted to be caught. I have too many. It takes too long, man. Like, I've caught so many Latias. I can pop back in, but, I mean, I don't really need XL candies and stuff. I've rated this thing 300 freaking times. Not very good to max out either. I mean, I'd probably max out a Shadow Hundo or maybe a D-Max Hundo. And certainly a Shundo of it, but Launch says, hello there, what's up? X-Guys is back, good to see ya. Remember Office Jerk? What? Maybe. What do you mean, like from the show The Office, or someone's username that was in here? Because probably for both, yeah. Durant, that's not good. I think it's 1140 is the hundo for that. Why are you catching everything you see? Well, it is a top strategy in the game, in my opinion, because every Pokemon you see gives you candy, Stardust, and XP. So if you want to level up, be level 80. If you want to have lots of Stardust, that's typically the best way to get it, is just from catching, because catching is free, right? More or less free. Step count must be crazy. Yeah, I mean, some days. It really depends on the event and how much time I have in the day, but on a week where everything's going good and going to plan, then yeah, definitely it's up there. Hey, Hoochie, what's up, man? 93 Articuno. Wow. That is, yeah, I know it's not a hundo, but still, that's far better than any of the birds I've caught before. I think the best IV one I got was, I want to say it was an 87 or so IV on a Zapdos. So still relatively good, but 93, that's crazy close. Was it weather boosted or no? I print things, what's up? And yeah, this area, as we get closer to the park up here, have some pretty good luck usually up this way for birds. Most of my recent birds actually came from up here too. Null and Hugo, thanks for the subs, man. Appreciate that. How do you have so many Pokeballs? Well, I play the game all the time, right? So from spinning Pokestops in my Go Plus, you accumulate a lot of them. I keep my Go Plus on while I'm driving on auto spin, so it can grab me stuff, but you gotta keep in mind that I do play this game, I would say more than 99% of the player base, so the more you play, the more you get out of it, right? Hey, what's up, Rachel? How you doing today? One of my friends who's new to the game, got a Shadow Hundo Latias. Yeah, I've heard about that a few times. The new player luck. There's conspiracies that people think that's on purpose to kind of hook people into playing the game, but I don't know if I believe that. Gramble's cool. Take that. 3:30 a.m. That's crazy, Rachel. I don't know if I could be doing that. Not every day anyways. Let's get rid of these. Trade a Pokemon. I can't. No one is local to me right now. Is it worth upgrading to the Pokemon Go Plus? If you play a lot, then yeah. It is very expensive though, right? So if you find yourself only playing now and then, maybe not. But for me, it's a game changer, right? I can spend my time focusing on reading the chat and playing the game, and it spins the stops. If I go to a big event, I can do raids. It can catch, It's kind of a tandem effort, I would say. Mr. Joltik. 2 birds and 1 incense. Didn't catch them though, that's great. I know it sucks when they run, but the odds of seeing birds is pretty low, so you're on the right track. That means you found some good places to hunt for birds. So definitely go back to those spots. Does anyone have a Raichu for a trade? You have to be local to trade. So I'd look into like your local groups, because Pokemon Go can only trade up to 100 meters, right? Schedule's backwards. Get home from work at 8 a.m. Wow. Yeah, I worked nights way back in the day. It's definitely not for everyone. You're at a horse track right now. Are you betting on ponies? That's fun though. You should make a YouTube community. Yeah, it's almost like we have hundreds of people here right now watching the streams and stuff. I mean, I think we have that. I'm not really sure what to do with that comment. I think we have a great community here. What's up, Reese? Mr. Weiss in the house. Mr. Seal says, hey, the seal of approval. We're looking for those G-Birds as we do so often. And so far we haven't found any yet, but we're heading into Bird Park here in like 2 minutes. Mr. Caterpie, what was that? Hold on. Ah, Gligar. I thought it was Articuno for a sec. It's not a safe place, his ex-guy. Well, I don't think anyone said that. I don't think anyone insinuated anything else. Ominous, what's up, man? Welcome back. Wish we had remote trading. Well, we do, but it is accessed through friendship. So I just traded remotely yesterday with Louise. If you missed this trade, definitely check it out. We traded regionals. But yeah, I traded her remotely, and the way you do it is actually having forever friends level of friends, which is the next step after best friends. So it is a thing, but it takes a lot of time, and you can't buy your way there. It does take interacting for the better part of a year, I'd say. Also, I gotta be careful I don't step in puddles, man. I didn't bring boots today, and there's like melted snow everywhere. What's the fastest way to get birds? Well, you're seeing it right now, putting in some work, right? I will say this, and I truly believe it, but life is not a get-rich-quick scheme scenario, right? It's not get birds for zero effort, get money for zero effort, you know. You have to put in the work and explore, and the more that you walk with your incense, the more birds you get. So that's why you're seeing me walk around. If there was a way to get instant birds without lifting a finger, we'd already have, 25 or so in the day. Get a shiny bird today, nice. But honestly, man, it does pay off, right? Like, it's not a coincidence I have this many birds. But are they easy to get? Do I get them every single day? No. But just from putting in work all the time, that's how you get better things in life, you know? But I will say, there is kind of a trick to it. For anyone that is willing to do the work, if you find an area that has a bird, go back to that area over and over again, because they do seem to prefer certain spots. So the reason that I take the routes that I do, I don't mean routes in game, by the way. I mean like just areas that I walk. The reason that I go there is because I've seen birds there in the past, and I seem to see them in the same spots all the time. Luvia, yo man, Skelly and Stranger Things, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate that. What's my favorite Galarian bird? Moltres. Yeah, Callie, that's crazy. Definitely appreciate it, though. Miko Dude says I sub. Thanks for the sub. Really, really appreciate it. I watch her top 100 CP short. Can we see a video about that sometime? Yeah, I mean, like, what else would you want to see, though, right? That's kind of showcasing them. If you want to know specifically about any of them, I could tell you, but that's kind of what that video is for, right? It's showing exactly what the title suggests. The shorts can only be a minute long, so that's kind of why it's brief, but I think people prefer that. People don't like to focus on things too long these days. A stupid Bronzor. Stupid Bronzor. Rachel's having a laugh. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. It's my favorite non-shiny Pokemon, Gyarados. I like the blue Gary. I like the red Gary better, but if I couldn't have shinies in the game, I'd go with the blue Gary. It's my favorite Pokemon event from 2025. Wild Area, followed closely, I think, by Max Finale. Max Finale was fun. I would say if it didn't cost money, Max Finale was great. So if I didn't have to worry about that side of it, it was a really good event. But Wild Area, I think, was a little bit better. Just something happened, says Rachel. Okay. What's up, Noah? Welcome back. Ashley in the house, too. Happy Sunday, Ashley. How's your day going? Yeah, Callie, I mean, I feel like typical Unk saying this, but I kind of think that short form videos and content and stuff like Instagram and YouTube shorts and stuff has changed the way people's brains work to consume things. Everything has to be instant gratification or they move on. It used to be you watch a video that's 20 minutes long on a guy explaining things and having a journey, and now it's like people want to experience a lifetime in 15 seconds, or they swipe away to watch another random video of a guy painting a fence, and then they swipe up to a video of Mr. Beast handing money out, and then they swipe it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's pretty much ADD fest of content these days. Kamal, I don't know, man. I'll let you know when I know, but no down the road plans. Kind of trying to figure some things out right now that I'd rather not get into, but yeah, I don't really know the next time I'll be in that area. Unk doesn't use a pacifier anymore. So old, I know. How many shinies do I have? 60, 100-ish. Also Scyther. That's mostly little kids. You'd be surprised. I feel like, YouTube sends me reports, right, on how videos do. And unless your video is very, very, very compelling and very short, usually the stats don't do good. Now, that's not just for me. And what that tells us is exactly what I told you before, that people don't like to focus too long. I enjoy long-form content. I mean, Luca, so do I. It's not everyone. I'm just saying, as a society, I think, it has moved a little bit towards people liking different stuff for sure. The young goose, cool. Thought purple Pokestop was Articuno. Actually, dude, this area, keep your eyes peeled, because this is an area, we literally call this bird park. I have seen so many birds in here. I caught my first ever shiny Galarian bird in here. This is a money spot to play. Where are the Subway Surfers? Ooh! Imagine? Oh, okay, alright, fair enough. That would have been special. A black Zard, I maybe would have fainted. That's cool though, man. That's in a bird spot for sure. Any big spawn like this usually means that spot could house a bird as well. He's been caught, and yeah, he stink. Best catch of the day though. That was cool. This spot beside like where I am right now is usually a good bird spot as well. But it looked like it came in as a Shellos. You're still at the beach, spending the day. I'm not a big beach guy, man. I like it and stuff, but I don't like having sand in my buns, you know what I mean? I kind of just like being near the water, but yeah, the sand part of it's not for me. Okay, so I was going to say before, yeah, it's probably still Nidoran Nest. I was like, I haven't seen many of those except for the start of the park. Shiftry is cool. That's definitely cool. Orzo, thanks for the sub, man. Watch 3 seasons of One Piece. 3 seasons of One Piece. Never got into that, Carl. Is it good? I mean, I'm sure it is if you're watching it. But I'm not a huge anime guy. I've watched the Pokémon series. Some of them anyways. I just don't watch too much TV. I watch a little bit of YouTube stuff and like sports for sure. But I'm very curious because, yeah, One Piece is pretty big. I hear a lot of people do like it. That's what's great about North Carolina. We got beach and mountains. Yeah, I saw someone. I used to watch a channel that's big into fishing from Carolina. And it was cool because he can go like inland freshwater fishing or ocean fishing, depending on, I guess they're far away, but still within the same relative place. Which is cool because, you know, for me in this part of Canada, we don't have access to the ocean. We just have fresh water as far as fishing stuff goes. Can someone tell me if you already caught a mythical? Mythicals aren't really available to catch in the wild. We've technically caught a legendary today. If you count Latias, but we're looking for Galarian Birds as legendaries. It's good, but people have a short attention span. So they just sit on it, says Carl. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things about One Piece. Specifically the following around cards. Like, obviously they have cards like a TCG set like Pokemon has too. And some of the cards are pretty expensive. Hey, what's up, TX? What's the difference between Great Balls and Ultra Balls is unknown. The catch accuracy. So obviously the color too, but you have a far greater chance of catching something if you use an Ultra Ball. But with that, they're a little bit rarer to pick up. So usually on easier catch rate Pokemon, you want to use red balls. If they're a little bit tougher, you use blue. And if, you know, it's like a legendary or something that's really tough to catch using Ultra Ball. Looks like we gotta win a raid. That's what our quests are for right now. But yeah, the different kind of balls have different catch rates in this game. There's only a handful of Pokeballs, different typings of them anyways, as opposed to like what there is in the main series. Maybe we'll get some other types someday, I don't know. I have no idea. Which Galarian Birds have I already caught? Today, none, because they're not instant catches, right? But we have all of them. We have all the shinies, all the non-shinies. And I'm very proud of this collection. We have a couple Shundos, which are great. Almost another Shundo of a level 1. So yeah, man, I can't stress it enough. You just gotta put the time and effort in. Nothing in life comes easy. I always use the same analogy. It's like when you go to the gym. If you go there and work out for one day, you're not gonna notice anything. But you see some big buff dude walking around, he didn't go there once and use a hack off of Instagram to get buff. You know, he chipped away at it every day. That's kind of the same with Galarian Birds or anything you want in life. It has to be I know people don't want to hear this, but it is the truth. You have to just put in the work, slowly take one step at a time to be successful with things. How many shines have I caught? Again, today or like in general? We have 6,100 in my account. But today there's been no instant success. You got a lot of ball knowledge, says Clip. I am an expert. That's what I specialize in. Weird Ostrich, what's up? This spot's really good for birds up here too. Pretty much the entire ring of this park is known to be pretty good. Let me put a tiny extension on this one again. Just for now to see what we want to do. You have so many inspirational words as Chicken Jockey. I mean, I don't even know if they're meant to be inspirational. I'm glad they are, but it's more or less just how I feel on things. Favorite Pokemon is Gyarados, but specifically this one here. Love this one, the Shiny Shadow Gyarados. It's a beauty, man. So nice. Hey, what's up, Dag? Good to see you as well, man. Show legendary Pokemon? Yeah, you gotta be more specific, though. We do have thousands of legendaries. So I can pull them up, but I can't go through all of them because I don't think any of us have enough time in the day to scroll through that many of them. Same thing, dummy with the shinies. Have to be specific. We're not gonna scroll through 6,000 shinies because you know we're trying to play efficiently. If you want to see something specific means, you know, a narrowed down range. Something in general is not the same as that. Then I could. If you're like, yo, can I see a shiny Rayquaza or something? Sure, you know, there it is. But I can't go through all of them for obvious reasons. Do you have a Shundo Mewtwo? No, I have a shiny 96 though. I got kind of close a couple of times. Been trying to get those. BT doesn't even catch Pokemon. Yeah, we're coming up on 500,000 caught pretty soon. Also deleting Zard there. I'm sorry, but he's got to go. He's got to go. He didn't make the cut. I saw Jay Dukes. Yeah, Jay, I didn't know what to do with your monstrosity you traded me. I'm just kidding. It was still, like, cheap to power up. So I was like, yo, I'll fuse it. Because, like, still a big boy, right? And it has the background stuff. So I figured I'd fuse it. Have any shiny mucks? Oh, yeah. One of each. That one was our 400,000th catch. Which is weird, we just mentioned the 500k coming up. And then we got the other Cantonian boy right there, I guess. Hey, Soapy, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. But no, I already answered just 10 seconds ago about the Mewtwo situation. We don't have a Shundo. But I do have a shiny 96. And then for Mewtwo, the armored one, I don't have a Hundo, but we have a 98, so. Not quite Hundos and Shundos, but still pretty nice. Pokeboy, what's up? Hansa, good to see you. Yeah, like Reset, if you're just jumping in right now, definitely drop a like in the stream. And if you're brand new to the channel, subscribe. It is free. And your name pops up in the chat, so I'd appreciate it. Helps to keep the streams going. Make sure that I can still do this on a daily basis anyways. What's up, Shadow? How we living today? Having a chill grind. Just looking for some birds, as we always do. Also, I should have a star piece on. That's... My mind's kind of somewhere else with that, I guess. But I should have a star piece on for sure. What's up, Yippee? How many Shundos? 14. Maybe 15 after today. You just never know. I did see something very wild on the internet. I don't know if it's been doctored. I don't think it was. But I saw someone had a wild-caught Shundo Galarian bird, and I guess it makes sense. If you did find a hundo in a shine. And it looked legit, but hard to say. Yo, Shadow with 5 gifted. Goes to Arctic Skyrim, Adriana AA, and also Azudo. If you're in the house, please say thanks. And Shadow, dude, you don't have to do that, man, but I do really appreciate it. Make sure you guys show some big love for Shadow with the support. How long have I been playing? Yeah, August 2023. Shinizations? We have a couple. We have 36 that I've kept. I trade them all the time, too, but I have rated Zacian 650 times. So we got a fair amount. But, yo, thank you again, Shadow. I appreciate the 5 gifted. Fracture is pretty cool. That's definitely pretty sick. In the Nidoran. What else is new? We're going to head back to the city. I just wanted to do a lap of here. Maybe we'll get a bird on the way out. But I do have a good collection of Galarian bird spots in this park and also in the city as well, too. So we'll see what cashes in today. 1 after 20 raids? You're pretty much exactly on odds. All legendaries from raids are always 1 in 20, so you're exactly on odds if that is the case. Hey, what's up, Goat? I think I saw you got a Shundo recently, right? I think I randomly got a notification on like Instagram or something like that. If so, congrats. That's sick. Shadow says, I don't know, bro. I want to give back. I love the community all in all. Hey, thanks, man. Like I said, I just appreciate you guys being here and doing your thing, man. But obviously the support goes a long way to the logistics of me being able to run the channel. So thanks a lot, man. Let's check for hundos. No Hundinios. This is the same spot I got a Zard on the way in. Which was cool. How do you get so good? Well, you just play the game a lot. Shundo Clam Pearl. Oh, you got it from Research Day? Are you going to evolve it, Goat? GG's on it either way. It's still fun. It's going to surprise you today. What's my best Shundo? Probably the Primal Groudon. I mean, it's hard to say. If you mean in terms of like what people want to see usability, but we do have Galarian Birds, Dynamax Entei, you know, stuff like that. Yo, Reese being a member again too with a Golden Gary. Thanks for all you do, man. You and all the mods honestly make my life so much easier, and I wouldn't be able to run any of this without you guys. So thanks for the continued support, dude, and I hope you're having a good weekend. You definitely deserve it. Shundonius Maximus. How to get Pokeballs? Spinning stops, opening gifts. Got my first Shundo, but I used a bottle cap on it. That's still fine. What is it? What was the first Shundo? Also, I went through here not even that long ago, but the spawns usually come back. You know what? Do I have one? I'm supposed to drop a lure for more pass progress, so I'm just going to do that. Did it not work? Dude, literally it's like one of the bonus things that was in my quests. Oh, we already got it. Okay, never mind. I just wasted that one. That's fine. That's okay. Callahan with the 2. 0 shinies for the ticket yesterday. Really? Thanks for the 2, man. That's actually a little bit shocking. Because, yeah, you get, what, 30 checks total. They're 1 in 10. That's just bad luck. Appreciate the 2, though, man. But, yeah, I think that is just some poor luck. 12 shinies and 2 hundos. That's very good. That's more than I got. Let's drop Tropius here. What's your favorite evolved Pokemon? Gyarados. Gyarados obviously evolves. And again, specifically my favorite one. How far down is it? Did I go past it? This guy here, the shiny shadow one. What's up, Dislo? 93% from Reese. Okay. Not too bad. Oh, the Reshiram. That's a cool one. I like Resh. I haven't been too lucky with getting Resh shinies. I thought I had one with a background, though, no? Maybe not. I think this is my first ever one. I got it in LA. It's not this year, but the year before. I remember that. It's my first ever one. Which is actually crazy, because I've rated that a lot. You got any Gigantamax Pokemon? Yeah, I've got at least some of everything that's been released so far. Hey, Clexa, what's up? A shiny Moltres? I have the best shiny Molty. Mr. Molty Grinds. If you do mean the Galarian, I have the other one too, but this is kind of my pride and joy. My favorite G-Bird anyways. Mr. Nidoran. Kamal's giving me a snack. I have so many rare Pokemon, I play all the time, right? This game is, I always compare it to a marathon, not a sprint. So if you try to play for 2 days, you're not going to be ultra successful, but if you play for all the big events that come around, little by little you pick up good pieces, right? Get little bits and pieces for your collection and accumulate rare stuff, occasionally get lucky, right? Suspicious banana, Kamal? Why is it gotta be suspicious? I don't like that at all. And still no more hundos. Do I have a shiny unicorn? Is that Galarian Rapidash? I do have that, if that's what you mean. Also, how close is my boy to being besties? He's kind of getting close. Have a matching pair of shiny Zeki and Reshi background Shundos. Wow, that's cool. I respect that. What's up, Darth? Which of your Pokemon has the highest CP? I made a whole video recently in the shorts, but it would be Primal Groudon. So you can see right here it's Zacian, but if I go and Primal my Shundo Groudon, he'd be a 66-72. So technically he would be the highest when he's Primal, and if not, it would be Zacian. Which is pretty crazy, because for the longest time, we only had Pokemon that barely went past 5,000 CP, right? And I believe it was Slacking. That's not a hundo, but like he got past 5,000 as a hundo. And now we have all kinds of Pokemon that have very, very high CPs. There's also a Charmander there I could do. We could check my Ninja soon as well. I'm assuming that's boosted. Aggressive Pickle, Suspicious Banana. Mad at my neighbors against this Clexa. What would the neighbors do? Are they being rude or something? What's up, Addison? Not yet. I think we're getting kind of close, though. I'm gonna do the Charmander as well. Let's bring a Zapdos for some candies. Why are you peeking not so good Pokemon? Peeking not so good Pokemon. I don't know what that means. You mean catching? Because catching is the top strategy in the game. I can't stress it enough, man. If you just want to shiny check stuff, if that's the way you play, that's fine. But if you truly want to have the most out of the game and make your experience as efficient as possible, then catching, regardless if it's a Rayquaza or a Caterpie, catching is the best way to do that. Favorite Galarian bird? For me is Moltres. And not yet, Sylveon. We got a wild Zard back there, which is cool. But the birds haven't popped up yet. Typically, my birds, I mean, sometimes I get them right away. Sometimes they take an hour or so. But we usually at least see a bird per day. Sometimes 3 birds. So I'm pretty optimistic. All right, Charmander's down. Looking for a 560, right? Is it 558 or 560? I don't know. Dynamax Charmander, cool. I don't have the shiny of the Dynamax one. So, I mean, I'll use the free particles on it. And not shiny and not very good, actually. Every time I have to put out the garbage, 9 a.m., I have to go down again because 8 apartments. Nobody does that every time. Yeah, having bad neighbors is frustrating, to say the least. I've had my fair share of bad neighbors throughout my life. Favorite Pokemon? Gyarados. Love Gyarados. Hey, Shar, Corin, Benjamin, and Blank. Thanks for the subs, man. Really appreciate that. Let's freaking go. But, yeah, you can see you got a pretty stacked Gyarados collection here. I like the blue one just as well as the red one. I'd actually love to have a Shadow Hundo. This one's not good. This is my first one that I had from 2023. You can see he's kind of terrible, actually, but I love that Pokemon. Slowpoke for me. You like Slowpoke? That's cool. I like Slowbro. Like, the shiny looks really nice. But yeah, I always like when people have favorite Pokemon that are kind of obscure. Wingull is the best. The Wingy. The French fry eating Wingull. Do I collect Pokemon cards? Yeah, I actually do. I've collected Pokemon cards my entire life. We were actually discussing Pokemon cards a little bit earlier in the stream today. I have a big, deep love for Pokemon cards. And also not being run over by this guy. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Skarmory's a metal bird. Okay. Nah, Void, just put it again. Just put it again, obviously. I'm walking around doing stuff, so... Chat got mods working OT today. Yeah, the mods are always on top of it, man. They're always just doing such a good job. Let's give this guy a catch. Up here, we've actually seen a decent amount of Birditos as well. Slugma Balls is a little obscure. My first ever Slugma. I think his name is just... Yeah. This guy right here from 2023. I don't know if he's good. Yeah, he's okay. He's not too bad. We know his favorite Pokemon's Bronzor, exactly. We just can't get enough Bronzors. The Weedler almost got a Shundo Lotad, nice. I didn't do too well with the Lotads, I got the other shinies. But congrats on that, I mean it's still a great shiny family, the Lombre is really nice. Your old Pogo name was the best. Jay, you were around for my old Pogo name. That's crazy, only the OGs would know that. Charmeleon over there. How many do I have? Hundos? 550, I think. I'd have to go and look, which I can do in a sec, but 550-ish. 557. And most recently, I guess, was Durant, so none today. Stupid Swadloon here. And kind of a nasty wind day, man. I'm kind of like getting a wind burn on my face. Be lurking in the shadows. I mean, Jay, you were here from an early stage of the channel, though. I think I used to raid with you before, like, the channel even got, like, monetized and stuff. Whenever that would have been. Thought Galarian Birds are being removed? Nope. So I've caught some birds recently. I see birds almost every day, but, like, these were caught in the last couple of weeks, right? They're still very much alive and well in the game. Hey, Danielle, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Let me get one more spawn. I'm going to check that grunt, I think. It's the best Gigantamax Pokemon. I think Gengar's pretty cool, but I'm a big Charizard fan, man. I don't know. I've always been a Charizard guy. Like, look at how sick that is. It's pretty hard not to love that. I don't care if you really don't like Charizard. That just looks pretty nice on the eyes. Okay, let me check this grunt quick. Charizard? Am I streaming Gigantamax Pikachu Day? Yeah, should be. As you guys, well, I guess maybe some of you guys don't know, but pretty much any event, I'm always streaming stuff. Ho-Ho's the best Pokemon? I love Ho-Oh. Shiny Shadow Phantom would be very nice. Shiny Charizard Y? The Mega? The Mega doesn't look much different. The X is the one that has the blue fire. Would you recommend using a hoverboard playing Pokemon Go? How talented are you? Maybe. I mean, if you can do it without injuring yourself, then it'd probably be pretty efficient, but I don't know if I want to recommend you do that and then you go, like, break your neck, you know? How many Pokemon from the Lake Trio do you have? I have all 3 of them. Favorite Pokemon is Urshifu. Only need the $80 card to have them all. Which card is that? Is it from Battle Styles, Darth? Mega Charizard? Tell me why. Do I have any Regice raids? No, they're not live in my time zone. Here we go. Not a shiny. Would have been cool, though. Always got to check those guys. Have a shiny Galarian Slowpoke? I like that. The Homer Simpson's nice. Biking is the most optimal way. Yeah, like, for me, I would experiment with stuff if I wasn't streaming, right? But me reading 2 phones and stuff, I think walking is all I can handle. I like being in control of my body as much as I can. Because, yeah, it would be a little bit hectic. Oh, that one, Darth. Okay. I respect it, though. Urshifu's cool. What's your rarest Pokemon? I don't know. Maybe a Shundo Galarian Bird. Maybe... I always go back to this Entei, man, because I don't think I've seen anyone else have one yet. Like, that's kind of a rare-ish one. It's only been available a few times. Weather depending, says Soapy. Sizzlipede. The Pede of the Sizzle. Can you remove frustration during events? You can, yeah. It's always like rocket takeovers, or occasionally you can do them for the rocket raid weekends too. Really depends. You're in Florida right now, nice. Shundo Regigigas my rarest? I would debate that, because this comes to raids, right? I mean, there are certain ones of these that are just obscure, like Runerigus. Dragalge's kind of weird. Obviously Galarian Birds, right? I don't know if I would pick the Gigas, maybe. He's cool, though. You're watching this and playing Pokemon Sword, nice. I do the same thing, man. I'll watch, you know, card opening streams or whatever and kind of grind some games on the side, play some Fire Red or whatever. It's kind of nice. You got two things going on then, right? So, a little more enjoyable. Shundo Clef was my rarest, says Jay. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's, I mean, a baby Shundo is pretty rare. Also, that's a Zammy, right? Eggs over my Zammy. We'll go do that. I'm not recording anything. I'm streaming on YouTube. Do I have Hoops Unbound? Yeah. I do. We got Hoop, there it is. I have the confined one too, but I don't have a hundo of that. It's kind of a hard one to get a hundo of. It's only been around a certain amount of times. You're going to get ZA? I didn't enjoy ZA that much, but I know others did. I like the old school main series games, man. I don't know. That's just the Unk in me. Sweden regional Pokemon. I've never been there, man. I have no idea. If you find out, let me know, because I'm actually kind of curious now that you say that. We're going to check my Shed Ninja here soon, too. Are you in Trail, BC? No. BC's the other side of the country. Before you asked, I won't really share exactly where I'm at, because there's no benefit for me doing that, but BC is the other coast. That's your hint. It's the other side of the country from me. Finished my first Black Hearing, went to level 71. You got a Eternatus maxed out, Zamazenta Shiny Shield form. And Shiny Galarian Moltres Jr., you got a nice count, man. That's awesome. What's up, Jeremy? Live in Sweden, but I don't know what my regional is. Well, we could troubleshoot a bit. Do you have Tauros? Do you have Mr. Mime? Have you seen those in the wild? I don't know what Sweden would be, man. I honestly, yeah, I've never been there. I don't really have many friends that talk to me from Sweden anyways. Jack Corblocks Muhammad, thanks for the subs. Really, really appreciate that, man. Welcome in. Caught Mew in a normal Pokeball? I think you have to, right, in this game? Seal says Mr. Mime. There you go, yeah. Mr. Mime's are regional. See, Steelix. Yeah, sure. I don't have too many. I have a lot of Onyx. I haven't evolved very many of these. He's kind of a weirdo, isn't he? How's that making you feel? I don't like it either. Yeah, he's a weirdo. You have a shiny Wingull? I do. Remember me? I'm the guy who said Black Kyurem's eating tacos. Well, I do remember that. Let's rock and roll, sure. Let's do that. Is there any Pokemon you don't have yet? Up until yesterday, I used to answer that question with Relicanth. But I'm very proud to say I do have a shiny Relicanth now I got from a trade. Also, Shiny Shadow Shuckle would be great. That'd be really cool if we could get that. Never seeing Steelix the same again. I've ruined Steelix for you now. From the Wingull to the wall. No matter what, Steelix will be my favorite Pokemon. You know what? I respect it. I mean, it's pretty cool from the main series, like anime stuff, and in the game it's pretty good. Just as a straight-up Pokemon Go guy, I don't love Steelix just because he doesn't have a whole lot of utility, but yeah. Are you near the spot where you got the Nundo Blastoise? Good memory, Daniel. Not this spot. We just came from there, though. But that's a while ago. That's an OG memory, man. Hey, J-Hook, what's up, man? Show us my mythicals? Not right now because I'm in a battle, but I could go through some of them, yeah. I do have a shiny 98 Meloetta. That's my best for mythicals-wise. Do I have Armored Mewtwo? Yes, I do. I do have Armored Mewtwo. I have a 98. What's up, Jaden? Alright, this would be cool, man. The blue Shiny Shadow Shuckle would instantly become one of my favorite Pokemon on my account. But we're not going to experience that today. Maybe another day. Kind of a tough one to find, Shuckle. I don't know why. I haven't seen that grunt since the update. like, that had Shuckle. I've seen the rock one, but it had other stuff. That one would have sucked. But Shuckle's an underrated shiny, man. Yeah, I've said I have shiny Wingull at least a couple dozen times today, but just to be ultimately clear, we do have the Wingy, the French fry eating Wingull. And yeah, I just answered that question too about the Pokemon I don't have. I'm not too sure. Relicanth was like the last one that I needed, so I don't know if there is other ones I don't have. I'd have to think. Beautiful. Kamal with 36%, okay. But do I have the wall? That's a whole other thing, Soapy. The wall, it's sold separately. It's like batteries. It comes with a different package you get to buy. That's not the same one, is it? What? Okay, I guess. Yo, I'm kind of in for rockets. Let me extend my daily again so I can take my mind off that, but... Okay, another one to spawn in the same spot. BT needs Shundo Gary. We do. Let's get Klex's light goal up there. Okay, well, let's do this again. Give you some tips on how to be good at Pokemon Go. Honestly, man, just catch everything you see. It's not a very, you know, secret or life hack by any means, but it truly is the way to go. There is a reason that I play the game the way I do, and I do believe it's that you just get so many more resources from catching everything you see, and it's free. Is your highest CVP Pokemon Shiny Primal Groudon? Yes. Yes, it is. Got the Lotad. That'd be a cool shiny. Like, as a shiny shadow? And in the back is the Swellow. Alright. Catherine was 78%. Not too shabby. Also, too, I kind of forgot. At the beginning of the stream, I was doing it more, but there is a few other Pokestops I want to take photos of to nominate today. Well, we're in the area, because I thought about them last night, and I'm like, I ought to do that. Now that I'm here, I probably should, just to slowly make our area a little bit better. But okay, Shiny Shadow Swablu would be very cool. And that's not the life for us. 278 CP. Why are they all not catching, too? That's a little bit annoying. Like, you're just a Swablu, man. A third-time Swablu. Okay, there we go. Putting extra food in for Aaron. Nice. Make sure that Aaron's taken care of. We need to know that our Aaron's fed. Got a shiny Lucky Wingull to level 50? That's cool. That's nice. You know what? I respect that. The Wingy. If you want to hop in on the raid, do your thing. Snipe on in is obviously the easiest way to go. Let's get my Kecleon. There he goes. There we go. This is a nice team we have, man. Look at that. Shiny Mewtwo, couple shiny Yveltals, shiny Rayquaza, Hundo, Hoopa. It's pretty stacked. Phantom, thanks very much for the sub, man. I played Delta. No, I don't know what that is. So I can't say I've played that before. Alright, we got Pace in here, we got Soapy. I gotta restart the game after. Somebody remind me to do that, because I can feel it's running kind of bad. Hopped in on my hoverboard, bought a can of chicken noodle soup. Delivered to a friend that wasn't feeling good. That's a nice thing to do. Yo, Darth of the 2 says, yo guys, our mods do way too much. Thanks, mods. Hey, thank you very much for the 2, man, and thanks for shutting up the mods. They really do a fantastic job, and they don't complain about anything. They're just here day in, day out, and making sure that I can have a good time, that the streams run well. So, well said, and we truly ought to be thankful for the mods we got. You can play vintage games. I have been playing some vintage games recently. Fire Red, I mean the remake, but it is a vintage game. I do like the vintage ones a lot. Hundo Morpeko, wondering if it's rare. Yeah, it's rare enough. It's not easy to get. The man had a steak casserole, creamy cheese, potatoes. That sounds amazing. That sounds very good. I had a casserole a few days ago. I guess a day ago now. Forget. It's all blurred, but yeah, actually my dad made it and gave me it. It was really, really good. I haven't eaten a casserole for a while. They definitely hit the spot. They're quote-unquote comfort food, we'll say. Well, let's see if we can finally get a shiny Zamazenta. We haven't got a shiny Zama or Zacian. So whenever Zacian came back, all the way till now, no shiny legendaries. One Latias in there that was off stream, but still, that's been some kind of poor luck for these. We're looking for a 2188 or a 2735, depending on I guess, if it's weather boosted or not. Man, this one's taken forever to go down, too. Top 5 shinies. I know Gyarados would be in there, Ho-Oh and Umbreon, but as far as top 5, I don't know. Maybe Pinsir? I like Pinsir, I like Shuckle a lot. I have to think about that one. Wonder if you can still unlock Zygarde's full potential. Yes, you can, yeah, the final form. I do have it in the game. 28% from Kamal. Alright, and it's not shiny again. These are, I'm kind of laughing, but it's pretty interesting. We got 2 checks. Number 1 is Tortuga. Number 2, Kevin Durant. Am I excited for Mega Mewtwo? Of course, yeah. Do I mog people? I can't say that I do, because I don't understand what that means. Doesn't sound like a nice thing to be mogged. I don't think I'd like if anyone mogged me. Unless it's a typo, which I'm guessing it probably is. What about Guzzlord? Guzzlord's a great shiny. Is it my top 5? Probably not, but I will concede it is a very nice shiny for sure. Dogs are so mean, no shiny for me either, says Callie. Yeah, I don't know why. I've actually had, like, historically pretty decent luck with them. But not recently. It's okay. I mean, maybe we're just saving our legendary luck for the next Galarian Bird, right? That could very well be it. You won't believe, got a Hundo Zamazenta a few times ago. Nice. I got a Hundo, I think it was at GoFest for the park experience. It was on stream. So this one? Yeah, New York, yeah. No, that's in New York. Would have been New Jersey. Yeah, this one. Jersey City GoFest, this Hundo. Would have been a sick Shundo to get while I'm at the park, but unfortunately he decided to not have the sparklies. 78 from Catherine. Do I have Kyogre, Giratina, and Zacian? Yeah, I have all those. Most of the stuff that comes to raids from time to time, I do play the game pretty intensely, so I always try to make sure I get everything while it's around. What's the point of Blipbug? Of Dex entry. So Orbeetle does have a Gigantamax. You could rack up candies for the day that debuts, but I mean, as far as shiny hunting it goes, it makes more sense to wait until Gmax comes out. Then that way you can get some rewards and stuff as you do them, and raiding Blipbug right now is a little bit silly, I think. Reset your game? Yeah, good call. Good call. Actually, I did, didn't I? I don't even know. I don't know. It's all a blur right now, to be honest. Well, let's see if we can not get run over crossing the street. That would be good. Kamal says, finally got a shiny Honedge. Oh, from a trade. Nice. Yeah, I know you needed that. Can't believe how tough those were to get at Global. Like the raids were around in LA, but Global is a different animal. How many shinies going to get when Mega Mewtwo comes out? That's not up to me, unfortunately. It'll depend on how lucky I get. Hopefully tons. But there's a chance we get none. It really depends on the RNG gods, right? Used to play, and my brother doesn't play now. It's a good time to be playing the game. Can you bottle cap Zygarde? You could, but they're not available for bottle caps right now. Ashley with the Flyer says BT and mods are the best, and I got a Hundo Blipbug yesterday at 2 of 4. Thank you very much for the 5 and the kind words, but congrats on your Hundo Blipbug. The Hundo Blipper is pretty nice. I'm hooked on Orbeetle in Great League. Really? Is it good? I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? I have no idea. I shouldn't be surprised. I've never tried it. Traded shiny Modern Pavilion. Oh, that's a cool trade. Make sure you guys show some love for Ashley, by the way. Yeah, that's a pretty nice trade. The red sword for the butterfly. I approve. Your mom has an account. Getting that mom luck. People always tell me that their parents have like crazy good luck in this game, which is awesome. The parents deserve some good luck, man. Okay, Murkrow is not going to get caught because he's just being a pain. We're going to leave him behind. What's up, Peyton? Automatically full scented. I mean, Blipbug is kind of an interesting looking Pokemon. I wonder if the middle evolution is very good for PvP. A lot of weird like Pokemon families like that will be strangely good for battles or whatever. I don't think it's going to be a raid boss, the taker downer type deal, but it probably could be Kind of decent for PvP, depending. How many shinies do I have? 6,100, roughly. 6,130. You can see the number at the top there. Hopefully coming up on a bird soon, man. I feel like we are. This gives us a Burmy, which is awful. Satotl. Yo, you know what? Let's check my Shedinja. We have not pulled a shiny yet, right? Which means, logically, maybe RNG's been building. Maybe? Come on. That would have been so rare, dude. You get like a couple checks at those per year. Usually just one. Ours didn't want to shine. There's a paid one, too, that I might grab. I don't know. You're essentially just buying that, right? You're pretty much just buying the... I know there's other goodies in there, but if we come down to brass tacks, you're looking at getting a check for that. Went ahead and fully evolved it, you mean? Oh, okay, yeah. I was actually about to be like, that's impressive you have the candy already. If you somehow got 296 Blipbug XL, that'd be very impressive. Your mom and dad have good luck? Always the parent luck, isn't it? I should do that other quest here, too. I don't know, the field research is a little bit lacking for this event. I don't really need to pick up more Burmies and stupid things. What's up, Connor? How you doing, man? Waiting to cross the road. We're looking for some birds of the Galarian variety. Been hard to find today, though. I mean, not really. It's been a very brief grind, all things considered. It's just some days I can get really lucky and get a bird right away. Other days it takes quite some time. We're having one of those take quite some time days. Guzzlord's your favorite shiny. Yeah, Guzzlord's a good shiny, isn't it? So there was a Pokemon card set from Sun and Moon. Man, I forget what it was called. Anyways. Actually, no, was it? Was it Hidden Fates? That had a full art shiny Guzzlord. And at the time, I'm like, yo, what the hell is this, right? Like, I don't even like this thing. But now that I play Pokemon Go, I actually, like, have a newfound respect for that card. Hey, Calvin, no shiny, on the centipede yet. How about you? Why is Burmy in field research? I mean, maybe people need it. I don't like it at all. I am not a fan. I hate sending these, but I guess we're going to do it. Because this quest is, like, half decent. Actually, I'm not so sure. Now that Permaboost has been removed from the game, I wonder if this is even a good quest or not. I really don't know. We're going to see what it gives us, though, here in a sec. Jealous of my shiny Guzzlord. Fun fact, I've never actually caught one myself. I have 3 that have all been traded to me. Yo, what? Jigglypuff, really? Cleo says got a Hundo Castform. It's actually kind of tough to get. I know Castform's kind of a meh Pokemon for people, but it's kind of a tough one to get. The Houndour. Shiny count, haven't got any today. Since they removed Permaboost from the game, it's been a lot tougher to get your run-of-the-mill shinies in the last little bit. I have a level 1 bird and it's shiny Moltres. That's cool. I only have one level 1 shiny bird. It was traded to me. And it's almost a Shundo, which would have been... I mean, it's still an amazing trade, but... Can you imagine if that was a Shundo? Would have been wild. Okay, let me take down this grunt here quick. Wouldn't mind building another radar, and of course all these can be shiny now, so like Swablues and stuff like that would be a new shiny. Not only for me, but for, you know, the game in general. Castform's cute. What's up, Paint? Paint Everything's a crazy name, I like that. Swablu again. Yeah, because this grunt can have Teddy Ursa, right, which is an older one. Obviously the Swablu, I think... might be Purloin or something, but yeah, this would be a sick one because it has quite a good shiny. And I think it might have some utility in like PvP as the shadow form too. Ever been to Hawaii? I have not. I have not been to Hawaii. Plush says, really love your shorts. I gotta ask you, how do you pull those quick catches so consistent? It feels hard to perform lately. Hey, Plush, thanks for watching. I can kind of walk you through it, but instead of sliding the berry tray sometimes, if it's getting stuck, I kind of almost push the berry tray up a little bit. So you could try that, but it's just kind of repetition, right? It's more or less just playing a lot. You kind of get the hang of doing it, but if it's not working with the quick catching, try to slide it up a little bit. Carbon says, how do I do that? Quick catching, check out the video. Go to my channel. Go to my YouTube channel. Click on it. And then go to the videos tab. And the last video I posted is called How to Quick Catch. Shows you the hand motion and stuff. We got not a shiny. Do I do cards too? I collect them. I don't stream anything with cards. I'd love to open Pokemon cards. But if I'm being 100% honest, I can't afford to do that, man. Like, it's way too expensive. I would have to sell, like, you know, booster boxes or something to be able to do that, to open them. Hey, Banzuki, with the gift that goes outdoor ballistics. If you're in the house outdoor, say thanks. Banzuki, you don't got to do that, man, but thanks for always dropping the nifty gifties. Being one of our awesome mods here, too. Appreciate it, dude. Got Rescue in the house. What's up? But yeah, so when I'm going to slide the berry tray, right, like, I'll miss this Pokemon in general so that you can see. So if I throw over his head like this, the berry tray comes out like that. I apparently still hit him. But if the berry tray is not sliding, if you try to almost push it a little bit up, instead of just sliding it over, push it a little bit up. But yeah, anyone who's looking to do that quick catch, definitely check out the video on my channel. It's just a lot easier when you see the hand motion, you know, how I'm doing it. Easier than explaining it anyways. My total hundos? No, 557 is my hundo number. 10 CP Galarian Moltres. Level 1 for Moltres is in the 40s. It's because he's a legendary. So, like, the lowest CP that Molty can be... not Molty. Lowest CP is like... yeah, I think it's actually 42. This guy right here. Which this one is, like, terrible, but still sick to have, right? So, last shiny I got... caught myself would have been from the research day. It actually would have been the Shelter. But last night I got something very special. Shiny Relicanth from a trade. So if you guys, obviously this wasn't on stream. If you want to check out how the trade went, go to my channel, The Last Short, check it out. I think this is one of my favorite trades I've made, actually. It was really good for both of us. And just a spicy trade to see. Trading a Tauros over to New Zealand like that and getting a Relicanth back here in Canada is kind of big, you know? It's kind of something you don't see every day. I saw the short, you got lucky? Well, statistically speaking, yeah, I posted it. It was a 0.024 chance, or a 1 in 4,096 chance of that exact scenario happening. Which is pretty rare, man. I didn't expect that at all. Yeah, Louise is great. She's really amazing. Carmen says the video worked great. That makes me happy. Thanks for checking it out, and glad to hear you know how to quick catch now. Hey, Cleo with the 5. I don't have to, but I want to. Shut up and take my money. Thanks, Cleo. Honestly, I appreciate you guys just being here, man. You know that. But show some love for Cleo. Thanks for always being here, supporting the channel, and being the person that you are. I do appreciate it. Lil Yoink, what up? Really can't believe it, says Reese. There he is. Well, let's check this. Research Day. A Research Day short would have been sick. We didn't get anything too good, though. That's kind of why I didn't... I like to... I don't know. Maybe people feel different. It sounds conceited to say, but I truly think that when I post shorts, I bring interesting things around, you know, either rare trades or good, rare moments. So I like to keep my shorts as quality as possible. I want the shorts to be little gems. So if it's not a good thing, I usually will not post as a short. Yo, Kevin with a 20 says, what's up, BT? Man, I just got finished, and you guys don't have to do that, man. Thank you very much for the 20, though. Show some love for Kevin. What? Marissa with a 50 says, you the best. Okay, bye. What, guys? Come on. Cleo, look what you started. Cleo just did that, and then Kevin piles in. Marissa piles in. Dude, thank you guys, but seriously, I feel bad. You don't gotta do that, man. Shiny? Fennekin, you do have to do that. I appreciate the way you do your shorts as Stitches. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to waste anyone's time with them, right? I feel like, and again, it sounds conceited to say, but I feel like we do a good job with making the shorts packed with, I hope, value. So I want to keep it that way. But man, Cleo, Kevin, Marissa, thank you so much again. I feel bad even reading those. Any birds or shiny shadows? No, neither one yet. We've been putting in a grind today for sure. RNG hasn't paid off, but I feel like we're knocking on the door. We do it anyways. We love what you do, says Kevin. Thanks, man. I truly do appreciate it. Okay, with the two says, let's add blue to the rainbow. Oh my god. Cleo is on the hook for starting this whatever just happened right now. Thank you very much, Kay, for completing the rainbow. But the rainbow's done now, so we're all good. Everyone got their piece of the rainbow in. It's time for me to find the gold on the other side now, which is the Galarian Bird. 1 star away from becoming best friends for 200k XP. Dag, you want me to send you a gift? I never mean to brush off XP. For me, I'm always like a little unmotivated with it just because level 80 is the highest, but I know it's important for a lot of people, so I don't mind getting that today if you want to go besties. Cleo says, don't make me do it again. Klexa with the gifted. Oh, man. Thank you, Klexa. It goes to Michael. If you were gifted, please say thank you. Wow, Marissa with 96%? Stitches says, love the vibe of the channel. Always great to tune in. Thanks, man. I really like to hear that you're liking what you see. Let's do it, says Dag. Okay, yeah, give me a sec. But thank you guys again, man. That's pretty wild. I guess those open yours, right? It doesn't matter. All this open yours. Sick. There we go. Now we're best friends. Thank you guys again, though. And as I'm saying that, Ashley with the 10. Let's keep the rainbow going. Also, shut up and take my money. Dude, I feel like me saying you guys don't have to do that is amplifying it. Thank you so much, but seriously, man, like, you guys showing up here, paying me with your time is all that I can ask for, man, and that's what you guys do, so thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this with my time. And I mentioned yesterday a little bit briefly, we don't want to really go into it, but it really does help me, especially with some certain times when, you know, things aren't going great in life. It's really good to have an escape to be able to do this stuff, so thank you guys again, Ashley, everyone else, really appreciate it. BT fan, what's up? I like Train says, how are you? We're looking for some birds. How you doing today? Looking for some birditos. Coming up on some good spots. Anton's back. We check for hundos. Still no hundos, really. Okay, pal, good luck. I showed up and liked. Marissa, I appreciate it. I hope you and Jay are doing well as the rest of the family. And thanks for everything. Thanks for being a great friend to me, honestly. Outside of all the Pokemon Go stuff, I do appreciate it. This spot here, usually, we've seen a couple of birdies here in the past. BT fans has been a while. Yeah, it's been maybe a couple of weeks. Hasn't been that long. But we're coming up, said before, on some promising bird spots. Birds, of course, in this game are never guaranteed or anything like that. All you can do is try to run through the right areas and hope that RNG hits. And that's what we've been doing. That's honestly what I do a lot of the time. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it seems like we're ultimately lucky, but it's because of the method that we use, and I think the amount of time we put into doing it too. See if I can not get run over by this guy for a sec. Ryan with the 3 months says hi. Dude, thanks for 3 months support, man. Hope you're well, Ryan, and make sure you guys show some love for Ryan with 3 months. Being a member for 3 months. Collects with 78%. First found BTU at an average of 25 in these lives. You mean people watching? Yeah, probably a little bit back. I mean, everyone's got to go through their growing phase, I guess. Or you mean birds? You mean birds in the account? For some reason, I'm still hell bent on getting a hundo today. I don't know why. I'm messing around with the like button. What do you mean messing around with the like button? Hey, Hunter, thanks for the sub, and Trail, thanks for the sub. Terrell, I'm sorry if I messed up your name, man. Either way, thank you very much for joining the channel. Well, let's see. Up here, I've actually got a handful of birds in recent memory, and actually my bird that we caught, I guess this is a little while ago now, maybe November, but our 50k shiny bird we caught for the 50k stream was like right here. So pretty good spot. Kez sending 13%. Gary the Duck, what's up? Kez says, oof, yeah. We kind of know how that's how you go, though, isn't it? Kez is an all or nothing type of gal And you know what? I respect that. She either slaps me in the face or gives me like 103%. She's not dipping her toe in the water. She's... Also, speaking of hundos, congrats on that hundo you got. I saw when you tagged me in that Zama. That was sick. Calvin with the 5, sending more shiny luck and money. Dude, you don't gotta do that, man. I appreciate the shiny luck, though. And, of course, the dono. Let's get some more love for Calvin, man. If I could respond. Are you excited for Global GoFest Mewtwo X and Y? Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm going to be going to the in-person event. At least one of them, anyways, in Chicago. So I'll have them a little bit earlier than the rest of the community anyways, and I'm really excited. That's probably the main draw to go in there anyways. I think everyone's really excited for the Mewtwo's. What a shiny Artie. Kez is having a laugh. Ash was saying I did. Oh, you did. Sorry, I was trying to walk over some unknown obstacles that I'm not going to say what they were because they're not too pleasant, but 103%, nicely done. So cool, what a year, right? Yeah, lots of things dropping. If I could have any car, what would it be? I don't know, man. I've went through phases in my life where I'm into cars. Other times where I'm not so caring of cars. I don't know. Let's get Shadow Politoed there, guys. I don't know why he's in there. Banzuki with a 2 with a Wiglet, a Bronzor, and a dabbing guy. Well, that's a rich tapestry of emojis. And he says 103 will set you free. Thanks for the 2 again, man. Don't love that Bronzor's in there, but hope I can meet you at Chicago Go Fest. Just chill, Will. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm sure if you see me anywhere, you'll probably at least hear me. A lot of people at the last events would come up because they're like, oh, I know your voice from the streams or whatever, which is really cool, man. I always love running into people at events. That's essentially why I go to the event, is to, see some people and, love the game together. What about you? Any birds today? Not yet. No, we've been putting in a fair grind. How many Nundo, says Yoink? You got your first the other day? Oh, nice. 84. Which I know sounds like a lot, man. We've been playing, hard and heavy for a long time. Well, at least hard and heavy for a time. 2 12ers going in. White Salamander, please, number 1. Sandile, number 2. Ah, double Sandies. They both suck, too. You want something in the 90s or 80s. Oh, man, those 12Ks always seem like a good idea, don't they? Until they're not. Also, Daily Incense is almost run out. I don't know what I want to do. Let's go for another round of the block. I didn't know, honestly speaking, how long I was going to go today, but we'll extend it a little bit more. Eggs are a scam. Excited to go to GoFest first in-person event. Yeah, definitely. It's great. I mean, you're gonna love it. It's everything about it is fantastic. Sure, you're there for the Pokemon stuff and everyone's grinding, but it just feels a little bit different when you're in that kind of a setting. Which is not a great way of me to explain that, but hopefully you understand. It's just the vibe, we'll say. Spam is good on toast. I don't even think it is. I'm not a spam fan. I've had it a couple times. Weirdly enough, one of my friends made me spam once, and it was like super salty. Like, I think he extra salted it, and it was okay. But I can't say I'd go looking for it again. Any shiny, says Wes? Not yet, no. Surprisingly, man. We've caught probably maybe 800-ish Pokemon, 600-ish Pokemon on the day. Like, we've been pretty efficient. If those 12Ks hatched in a super, by the way, I put the second one in after that cliff. So we've at least walked 10 kilometers in the shortest stream so far of catching everything we see and haven't encountered anything yet. So we're probably coming up on some good stuff, I think. I would think so. Mr. Machop. Hey, Kristen. Thank you for the gift. It goes to Stitches. I think Stitches is here. If you are here, if you're still here, I should say, please say thanks. Kristen, thanks for everything you do. And, of course, the nifty gifty. Let's get some love for Kurton, a fan favorite if there ever was one. Says, hello, talented influencer. What's up? You get a hotel for GoFest yet? Not yet, because I think we're seeing if we can book one with a decent-sized group, I think. So I'll have to look more into that. Transfer to Kecleon was a shiny? Hi, my lovelies, missed you guys, says Chris. We missed you too. Always awesome to have you in here and just talk to you in general. She's rad, always kind to us. What time is it for you right now? 4:49. Let's just have a look at birds and maybe that'll bring them in. I'm calling the next shiny bird. It's going to be the thumbnail bird, this guy here. I don't know though. If we see a Moltres or Articuno or whatever, I don't think they'll be shiny, but I think if we see a Zapdos, it's going to be a shiny one. Hundo Nerdbug? Cool, man. Yeah, I only kept the one. This is actually the only raid I've done for, and it was okay. Because, yeah, what, 204 or whatever is the Hundo, I think? I think that's what Ashley said she got, it's the 204. Come on, birds. Got a shiny Caesar. The last one of those I caught was that event that they were spawning in the wild for like the space-time anomaly thing. Man, what event was that? It's a while ago now. They were in the wild for a bit. What place is it? I'm in Canada. I am in Canada. That's where I live. For better or for worse, I guess. Not the best game to play or not the best country to be playing an outdoor game in. It is nice in the summer. This time of the year, not so nice though. Go plus the 45 CP Galarian Bird. No way, level 1? Wow, man, that's really cool. Level 1s are rare. Like, I would go as far to say that if I see a level 1 Zapdos, I will Master Ball it, because they're that tough to come across. And if we go to my bird collection here, some of you guys have seen this a million times, but I'll just pull it up for those that haven't. But, yeah, I've only had 2 level 1 birds. That one was traded to me, right? But they're not easy to find. For the hundreds and hundreds of birds I see, you don't see level 1s very often. Like, you just don't. So I needed the Zapdos to complete this set of the non-shinies, and then we need, I guess, a whole new set of the shiny ones. Yeah, we are a fan of the avian species for sure. My notification was on personalized. For what? For YouTube? Also, too, I mean, I'm going to best buddy this, but I can't stress it enough, man. If you didn't check out the short, it was a special trade. I have been telling people for ages that we don't have this, and I finally have one, and the way that it turned out and how good the IVs are and stuff, I'm pretty pumped. I might 50 max it, or I might just put it to like 2500 league, so it gets to be pretty good. I just don't know if it'll ever have like any actual play or anything, but been thinking about dumping some candies in there to do that. Not because it's going to be useful, it's just kind of special to me. The Metatite. Finally got Mew, nice. I have a Mew in my account, it's just not the shiny one, unfortunately. Yo, there should be more spawns here. I'm going to restart the game in a sec. I think we're spawn locked. Mega Slowbro raid. Yeah, give me a sec. Let's restart. You see how there's no spawns here? Check this out. We're going to restart the game, and I have it on high suspicion. When it comes back, there's going to be spawns everywhere. I think so, anyways. No? 1 spawn, 2 spawns, 3. That doesn't make any sense, man. There's usually a ton of stuff here. Quick question. Smeargle. No, it's turned on currently. I think it's full odds, though, man. I'm pretty sure it's a full odds. Because like, I saw someone got it recently. It's part of the update. Where everything can be shiny in the wild now or whatever. I don't know about Meltan, but I saw, like, recently somebody got a shiny Smeargle. Yeah, I don't have shiny Mew because I started playing the game in 2023, and there hasn't been a research for the shiny one, so I have this. This is terrible, by the way. But I've never had an opportunity to buy or acquire the research. Abandon, what's up? Hope you get a Shundo Galarian Articuno. That would be the last one I need for my Shundo set, which is really, really cool. I'm pretty close. Having 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Especially if you're Meatloaf. Can I pop in here? We cannot. So shiny and Indeedee in there. That's cool. We're going to head back down by the water again, though. Usually it's kind of like this same circuit I do of rinse and repeat. If I don't find birds on the first go-through, I try it again. Usually the second go-through. Have some different luck. Salute, what's up? Honestly, grew so addicted to this game. Started playing in February 2nd of 2025. You're level 71. Wow. Yeah, that's good, man. I mean, honestly, the good and bad news is, I guess, to level up to most levels in this game, all you need is XP, right? Becomes a little bit more tricky once you get to level 71 and stuff, but yeah, if you can just stick to it and catch a lot of stuff or raid a lot, you can definitely rack up a lot of XP with these events. Down by the river. Yeah, we've got our van parked here. Gonna do our thing. Hey, Dylan, thanks for the sub, and DeWidow, thanks for the sub. Really appreciate that. Welcome in. I'd appreciate getting a bird as well. Would be no bad thing to put a bird on the screen. Also, I wish that raid is going to pop sooner than later, but looks like no such luck. Also, anything else in here we haven't claimed yet? I did get the... We checked the Scizor. 144? It's a research one, right? I don't know. Maybe good? Also, super far away for some reason? Yo, what? Dude. Okay, well, that was a freaking ordeal right there. We'll see if it's good. What's up, Mark? Have no idea how helpful you've been with offering strategies, too. Dude, that's fantastic. Love to hear that, man. It's kind of why the streams are nice for that, right? Everyone can kind of share their experiences or what they like to do, what works for them, or how they're going to play events, etc., you know? The Sizzlipede. Let me check this. What do you have for us, sir? Oh, that's a Kanto Grunt. Okay, that's cool. DeWidow says, what's up? I subscribed. I saw that. Thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate that. If it wasn't an ordeal, but an Orbeetle. Yeah, I don't know. Orbeetle's cool, but I think I'm going to save my... How did he throw a move while I was swapping? That was weird. I was going to say, I'm going to save my Orbeetle hunting until, I think we'll do that whenever the G-Max comes up. How many spotted in 2 hours? Wait, I spotted 2 hours ago 2 Galarian Birds at the same time. That's crazy. Yeah, sometimes you get luck like that, right? Sometimes you get a couple of birds back to back, but it seems like you found some good spots to hunt, which is great. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to some spots that I know have had good birds in the past, but they don't always spawn birds. Sometimes they give you other rare spawns. Like we got a Charizard today. That's typically where a bird could spawn. Of course it's Charizard in the back, right? I was going to say, I started the water type, and that's not what we wanted to use at all. We'll see, man. I don't have Shiny Shadow Squirtle. I don't have the Bulbasaur or the Charmander either. So these are all kind of brand new to me. These aren't new ones in the game, but they are definitely new to me. We already have a Rocket Radar, so it's not going to help us with that, but maybe a Shiny? It is not. And 195 is not very good. Definitely of that theory of the spots. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, people, you know, in the past seem to think that I'm, like, absurdly lucky. Which you guys can see today. I have days where I get no luck. But I will say having this many birds and the amount of birds I see, I don't think is a coincidence either. I think it is a, you know, conceited effort to go to the same spots that pay off over time is kind of how it works. I really feel like if I was grinding for the same amount of hours but in different spots, I maybe would have way less birds. All the Pinecos and no Shinecos. Yeah, stupid permaboost turned off. It's really been taking a toll on the shiny counts, not just for me, but I feel like everyone. Bad luck today? I wouldn't say. I mean, yeah, in a sense. But I don't go playing this game just for, like, you know, to be upset if I don't get shinies. I like days I get a lot of good stuff. If I don't, you know, I still enjoy the grind, and eventually you put in enough time, you get something good. Some of these days where you don't get any shinies, right at the end you get a Shundo, or you get a shiny bird or something, right? I can count so many different times we've had only one shiny in the shiny count, and it was a shiny Galarian bird. Birds always fly away. Most of them do. Yeah, Kristen, me as well. Also, whoa, what kind of bug is that? There was a bug on me that looked like a piece of spaghetti. It was like the same color. I just flicked him off. That was weird, man. What's up, Harry? How you doing, man? Hopefully enjoying your Sunday. I guess the Sunday's almost over for you, I guess. 46 from Kristen, all right. Not too bad. Not great, but got a hairy hot dog here. Come on, man. Something shine for us soon. This gives us Squirtle again, which I think the hundo is somewhere in the 4s. Never got a research hundo for it, but I think it is in the 4s. Non-hundo Harry. Yeah, he's purifiable hundo Harry. Also, I gotta keep an eye how much longer is on our daily. If we're gonna do a lap through there, I'll extend it a little bit again. Again, I wasn't sure how long we're gonna really go today, if I'm being honest, but if we're gonna go here, I might as well not have to worry about this. Tauros. Could have used another green bowl to replenish my stack. Shiny Dynamax Regice. Is that available now? I guess in other time zones, right? That's cool. He hasn't been for a while, Hundo Harry. Yeah, he's been slipping. I mean, we still like Harry, but he's lost his hundo shine. Like, if I go and do this, you don't see Harry at the top anymore. It used to always be Harry. And now you got to scroll way down, and even then it's tough to find him. Lampent. That's cool. Which, again, can be shiny now. It's going to be something random that shines, I think. It always is on these days. Those are the days you get weirdly excited for, like, a Dweeble like that one day, or a Chansey or whatever. Niantic removed his hundo setting. Yeah, he used to have boosted IVs, now he doesn't. Favor Reggie? Regidrago, I think. It does exist. Dynamax Regice is interesting. Wonder why they picked that. How many shinies do I have? 6,100-ish, a little bit over that. It's interesting, too. You guys can see on the map here, I'm by the water. There's, like, all kinds of icebergs floating in from the big part of the water. They're like floating like upriver here, which is interesting. Rego Wiglet. Can you imagine? Wiglet with a bunch of those like dot eyeballs that Reggie has. Oh, dude, this would be cool. Never mind. I mean, it's still kind of cool. I love that shiny, though. Absolutely love this shiny. Was saying before, this has a mega that will come to the game at some point because it's in ZA. And also, this is available through the grunts as a shiny shadow now, which is pretty cool. Lucky Duck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case today at all. But that's cool to find. Definitely pretty nice. But yeah, the area that we're heading to, always optimistic for birds and good spawns. Garchomp is a great mon to have powered up. Especially because it's not super expensive. You don't have to raid for it, right? You could if you wanted to, but you don't have to do, like, tons and tons of raids. You can just catch Gibbles or hatch them or whatever. Hey, Axolotl, what's up, man? Dynamax Pikachu? If you mean the G-Max one, no. The D-Max one was here last week. Not sure if it's still around or not. I've seen some Charmanders today. But again, if you're talking about Gigantamax, that is next weekend. That doesn't exist anywhere in the world until next weekend. How many years have I played Pokemon Go? 2.5. 2.5-ish. Lots and lots of these bug boys. Like, them not having Shiny Boost and having a bug event, I mean, you're kind of getting hit with two things at the same time. Not in a good way. Did 2 routes today. Respect, sir. Playing for 5 years, dang. Yeah, I wish that I started earlier, but everyone's at different stages in their life, right? I mean, like, when this game came out, I didn't really have any interest in playing many video games, let alone, like, a phone game. I always kind of thought, and still kind of do, think that phone games kind of suck. Never really been a big mobile gaming guy, which is kind of funny that that's essentially all I do now. Favorite region? Kanto. I'm a Gen 1 guy. Cars, thanks for the sub too, man. Jax is back again. So that green area, that is the bird park. This little middle area has been pretty good for getting birds in the past, but bird park up here, I mean, the OGs of the channel would know. Most days it's almost automatic there, and if you don't see a bird, you're probably going to see some other kind of big spawn like we saw earlier today with a Charizard in there. W Woopa? And hope to get that shiny costume Wooper at that event. We'll see, though. With that many different raid bosses, I'm a little bit worried I'm not going to have enough gyms. 45 in May felt weird at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, not even for that reason for me, Stitch. It's just like, I always was into console gaming and thought that like these games were put together kind of bad, and I was wrong with this one. It is pretty special. But yeah, as far as like mobile games went, like when Pokemon Go came out, I was like, if I'm gonna play Pokemon, you know, I'm gonna do it on Nintendo or whatever. Yeah, what's up? Favorite console game? I used to play, it's kind of funny, but because obviously I'm Canadian, right? I used to play like ranked NHL on PlayStation, like tournaments and stuff, like serious tournaments for years. And then that was most of what I did was just playing games like that. I do play the main series Pokemon games, but before my Pokemon Go days, that was how the bulk of my time was spent. Doing 20 remotes for the Woopers? Yeah, if they're 1 in 10, I mean, you might as well, right? If it's your favorite one, you can't go wrong. Best odds you'll ever find it at, because I do believe last time that costume Wooper was available was 2024, and it was probably a full odds, or like at least tough to get. Also, gotta restart the game. Map is frozen. As we enter Bird Park, though, we'll see what we got over here. Canadians are born wearing a hockey sweater. Yeah, kinda. I mean, not even joking, you know, I was skating when I was like 3 years old. I broke my leg playing hockey when I was 4. So my first day of school ever, I had a cast on my leg from playing hockey at that age, which is pretty funny to look back on. Do I like Piplup? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that is the search string cars. You have to have expanded group transfer on to be able to transfer them like that. Shiny Articuno, no way. Man, congrats. Yeah, Wooper's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not like the biggest Wooper fan, but I do like the shiny. Also, Wooper always kind of seems special to me because it was like one of the new Gen 2 Mons, and obviously I grew up with Kanto and stuff. So like seeing these Gen 2 Mons, I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, what is that? That and Hoppip and like Shuckle and stuff just seemed like mind-blowing. There could be new ones. Renee, it's been okay. It hasn't been the luckiest day. Got a wild Zard today. But the area that I'm hunting right now is pretty, usually pretty good for Galarian Birds. So we're going to see. Have a Gary save for me for Chicago. Nice. Yeah, hopefully I can get it one of these days. It is crazy that, done that many trades for Gyarados and can't get a Shundo. Can't get a Shundo from Lucky Trades in general. And anyone who follows the shorts in the channel of the streams, I am lucky trading almost on a daily basis some weeks. And have been for some time. They just do not want to give me freaking Shundo from those. Mr. Bidoof. How much time do I play every day? It depends. Really depends on what's going on in life and how much time I have and how the event is. But when everything's running smooth, let's say 4 to 6 hours a day. A little bit more in the summer, a little bit less in the winter. You evolved your only Trubbish, sadly. I like the Trubbish shiny. So Zamazenta up that way. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. A little surprised we haven't pulled anything too good yet, though. These days do happen, and I said before they've been... Oh. Hold on. I could be wrong. This could be a great thing we're about to have right here. I have Kecleon as my buddy. Please? This would be crazy. Oh, okay. Man, that would have been special. Still cool, though. Today's Dynamax Regice, not in my time zone. If you're talking about Monday, it would be, but today's still Sunday here in Canada. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be doing those on some of the next streams for sure. But I don't think I'm going to remote them. I don't know if I feel like I want to remote them. Heather says, what's your best? In terms of, like, CP and damage and stuff, it's probably going to be the Primal Groudon. Goes to a 66-72. But it's tough to say best, right? There's not, like, everyone universally agrees there's one thing better than other stuff, you know? BT Moonlights is a Galarian Bird Wrangler. Yeah, you could say that. Maester Skaroopy. Full-on Pokemons again. I'm optimistic that this next lap up here is going to yield something good. Perhaps a bird. BT Moonlights is a streetwalker. What's the job title of a streetwalker? I know they walk the streets and stuff, but what else do they do? Can you boost your shiny rate? No. There's no shiny charm in this game. It's just base shiny rates, which with the most recent update is 1 in 512. So there's no like charm you can get or anything. There are events that are boosted as far as shinies go, so I guess that's kind of a way you could do it. If you play on certain events, calm days, everything's boosted, but on a day-to-day basis there's not. Sawaddle in here. Not going to miss seeing those. Stay innocent, you don't want to know. It's one of those things from Banzuki, is it? Alright. But yeah, hopefully, at least see one today at some point. Because, yeah, the first trip through, I think we got a Tranquil, which is technically in the rare spawn. We got a Zard as well, which definitely is. But other than that, for having Windy Boost, we haven't seen too many big things today. Would take Sizzlipede. He won't take me, though. Banzuki's wordy and old? I don't know. You took that old thing to heart, man, after that lady in LA kind of did a number on you. Started doing some cells on a daily basis. Got 33 of 200. Nice. Yeah, man, just plug away. I mean, cells are not very fun to get, in my opinion, but if you can just conscious effort, you know, get 1 or 3 a day, whatever you get, it's pretty cool. BT makes mental note to Google Streetwalker. I don't know if that'll be on the list. Maybe. It's a Blitbug raid there. 89% from Kamal. Wow. Yeah, it might be the best luck we've seen Kamal send me ever? Maybe? I don't know. Perhaps. No fun being in a cell. I would not know. I hope I never find out. Yeah, come on, man. Barboach off the Daily Incense. Windy weather boost the whole day. Which, for those that don't know, generally speaking, like, you're gonna see more birds and stuff like that if you are hunting the Daily Incense. But dang. Latios is better? Latios is better than what? I mean, just saying Latios is better in general is kind of a broad statement. What's it better than? Honestly, I don't love Latios. I know some people are going to rake me over the coals for that. I do have a Hundo Dynamax, and, you know, he's cool. I don't dislike him. I don't think it's my favorite. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah, they should have made it so Blitbug could maybe be in research. Could maybe shine. Right? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? 2K is Wimpod. Yikes. I thought there was supposed to be some kind of boost on eggs this season, no? Has anyone been hatching shinies from stuff? They made it sound like this season update, first of all, they didn't mention permaboost going away. And second of all, it sounded like raids and eggs and all kinds of things are going to be shiny boosted. Definitely does not seem that way. Not a fan of the laddies. Me neither. Shiny Sizzlipede? No, not yet. I think they do appear a little bit more frequently off lures, but I don't have the patience to sit in one area. I like to walk around. I like to cover some ground, so I see them in the wild, but I don't really sit places and farm lures, and that might be why I haven't seen one. I don't know. I think they're full odds as well. Gaslit by Niantic. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not the end of the world to me if I don't get easy shinies. But the difference between, say, this Pineco here being shiny for a new player could be the sparkle they need to continue in the game, right? Like, I used to freak when I'd get my first shiny of anything at all. Why take that away, man? Like, we're farming too many Pineco shinies? Makes no sense. Thedamote's Peak. Yeah, Cole, like the mod said, I have a video on the channel. If you click my actual channel page, go to the video section. It's the last one I posted. It's called How to Quick Catch. It's only about a minute long, but shows the hand motion on how to do it. So definitely check it out, man. Definitely give it a go, Mr. Young Goose. Axolotl says, I agree. Yeah, it just doesn't make much sense. Dude, I was like so proud when I caught my first shiny Chansey. I had it as my buddy. Yeah, I know that's trash to people now, but like, that's what I mean. When I was new to the game, I was like, yo, I got a shiny Chansey. That's sick, right? So getting rid of that kind of make a lot of people have a little bit of a sour taste in their mouth. Yeah, perma-boosted Mons too. Some of them are just actually pretty nice. Like, I like getting Scythers and Pincers and stuff like that. It was actually cool. We're going to beat up Mr. Clifton here in a sec. Just for fun. Yeah, Will, exactly. If they're brand new to you, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, it's just cool to get it. So them turning that shiny rate down, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't affect me as much, but I think it's a big mistake. All right. All right, Cliff. Let's do it. Maybe this will be our one. The one day in recent memory had some pretty not good luck, and we got a shiny fish from Cliff. How many shinies in the water research day? 10. 10, but we did quite a lot of research. Cool, thanks for the sub, man. If you sell a perfect, does it give you a warning? Sell a perfect. Like, transfer one? I don't think it does. I don't think there's any message being like, telling you not to transfer them. Selling's not a thing in the game, or in general, but yeah, transferring, if that's what you mean. Why is there so many mods? There's 3 of them in here, of 170 people. I don't know if I'd classify that as so many. Nightbot's a robot, but of actual mods, we have like 3 or 4 of them here. Yeah, Nick, that's what I mean. I don't know. Some channels have like 10 mods and like 12 viewers. We have a pretty good ratio, I think. Yo, come on, Credilli. 50 shiny Shadow Regigigas. Or just Shadow Regigigas. The Purifiable Hundo. Nice. Yeah, the Hundos are cool, man. How much will this do? The Monology guy, what's up? I am Dumb234. That's a crazy name. How's your day going? Yo, I hope this thing wants to shine for us. This fish, I feel like I've done more rocket grinding than I've done for any other shiny shadow before. I've done hundreds of these, bought tons and tons of radars. We do have 2 of them, but I really expected to get a little more lucky. Alright, down it goes. Didn't get a single shiny? One day I'll really work hard. I can be a mod, be added to the friends list. Banzuki's trolling. Come on, Fi. Alright, here we go. Come on. Kay says, go in streams with 5 to 6 mods and 4 viewers. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen some of those where the only people chatting are only mods, but I think we have a good ratio. If you compare mods to the people watching, we have one mod per 40 to 50 people watching at a time. You know, each, that's pretty good. That's a good ratio, I think. Banzuki's not allowed to be added? Nah. Banzuki's got to do a lot of dancing at the old people club for that. See if no cars will hit me crossing the road. I want to go do this Zama up here. Just because the raids will give us a little bit better shiny rate, right? 5 to 7 mods for 60.5k people. I mean in the chats at a time though, right? Like, say we got 4 mods in the chat and there's 200 people, that's a good management rate. If anything, the mods are working hard. I just mean, I don't think we have too many mods, is what I'm trying to say. Yo, again? Alright. I shouldn't be upset by that, but that would be a really cool shiny, man. Dance at the Old and Crusty. Yeah, that's a place I don't want to visit there, I don't think. Samazena does not want to shine for you. Yeah, same, man. I haven't got a legendary shiny from a raid since Circuitry. Like, that's actually ridiculous. It's been very not good for my shiny luck lately in general, but I don't get too down about that, man. I don't really care. I always love to get new stuff and get lots of shinies and stuff, but it's more so I just feel bad letting you guys down if I don't get a lot of shinies. Out of my control, but some days we have heater, some days we don't. Finally got a hundo, really? Shiny Zama yesterday, nice. Camo power mullet. How would you get a mullet to be camo? I don't know if they sell that kind of hair dye, do they? Let me check the hot dog here too. Hairless hot dog, no blue nose. All right. The time has come. One Guzzlord, get the shiny. Wow. That's the dream, right? That's always the dream as that happens. Doesn't always work that way, but it's great when it does. I was going to chat, but I don't want to add to the too many mods, says Lunch. No, you're good. Shiny 98 Zam, wow. And Gina, I do have shiny Guzzlord, but they're all traded. All three of these were given to me by Garlic, actually. So I've never got a Guzzlord myself, which is pretty crazy. I don't know how many times I've raided it, not too many, but yeah. Get a shiny Sizzlipede Cricketod, nice. This is going to be shiny, all right. I like your thinking, Cleo. First shiny Scyther, 0 stars. Still cool, though. Why is it 813? 813. I can't make heads or tails of that. Guzzlord, was there an 813? This one here was from a research, so it's kind of rare to have that, because, yeah, I was caught, I think, from a research for GoFest. Pretty sure. All right, man. Bless me with shiny luck. Thanks, man. 82 from Axolotl. Like I said, it's not really a sweat if I don't get crazy good shiny luck. I know it makes for entertainment and stuff, and it's always fun for any of us to get good stuff, but you have good days, you have bad days, and I can accept that. I can accept that we have days we do really well and days you don't get as much stuff. Get a shiny Xerneas on the toilet. How did that factor in? Like, I feel like there's a story. There should be a story behind that. The toilet's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to put the pieces together. Joe, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome in, dude. Looking for a 2188 on these, by the way. Won't be boosted today because it is a pure fighting type, so would be boosted by only cloudy weather. So yeah, 2188. The only scenario we can have. I named it Life Stinks. That's crazy. Let's get Banzuki's Lycal up there. Thank you guys for hitting the button for me, man. On spring break, so that means we'll be traveling. Get some shinies. A random shiny Drifloon in the wild. That's cool. I like shiny Drifloon. I got one a few weeks ago. It was kind of random too, but pretty nice. All right. Well, speaking of likes, if you haven't already, drop one for some shiny luck. Let's see what happens. 2149. All right. Wolf from Incense. Favorite legendary shiny? Ho-Oh. De Bird. Winter raid is done. I had 2 winter raids. All right, come on, be pink. All right. At least Zama's consistent, you know? At least we get that kind of consistency out of Zama. You know what you're going to get. 2 checks. Number 1. Ooh, Flareon's cool. Number 2. Durant. All right. Wow. Everyone likes a shiny Ho? Yeah, I mean, I can't wait until I can shiny hunt that in Fire Red, man. I've been putting in long shifts shiny hunting the Charmander still. Just trying to pass the time, I guess, lately. But, yeah, it's crazy. I'm over 60 hours shiny hunting Charmander and haven't got it. I just want to play the game, man. I just want to be able to play, but Charmander's put me through the ringer. Those are the Hundo CPs? Yeah, they are. Biloop with 54. What's up, man? Which Pokemon you got the most shinies of? Probably Eevee. 128 shiny Eevees, kind of a lot. Including this beautiful one right here. I want to evolve this to Umbreon, man. I know you guys are going to hate me if I do, but I kind of want to do it. I haven't seen many Safari Hat Umbreons. And Umbreon's like my guy, right? One of my faves. The Cricketod. Brother got a shiny Charmander in 8 hours. Wow, man. Yeah, my brother got it in 100 checks. Like, so that's probably like under an hour. I mean, it happens, dude. It's RNG. I've just been, unfortunately, really not lucky with shiny hunting in that game. That will look sick. Yeah, I want to play through the game with the Black Zard. I think that'd be really cool. I have a really cool stream setup that I already made. Like, obviously a home stream setup with, like, camera, like, for face cam and stuff. And the stream setup looks dope. I just don't want to stream myself shiny hunting because it's not fun to watch. It's not fun to watch someone resetting a game consistently for 6 hours, you know? What is shiny Sylveon? What do you mean, what is shiny Sylveon? What's it look like? Shiny Sylveon. This one right here. Pretty nice. I evolved a lot of them, as you can see, just to trade them. The evolution requirements were lower, and, like, people want these, right? So, well, some people do. So I did a bunch of them just for funsies. Doing Dynamax Regis? No, I'm in Canada, so they're not live in my time zone. They'll be live for me tomorrow, though. But for today, it's still Sunday. It's funny that people are hyped about Regis. I respect it. I just don't. I'm not the biggest Regis fan. The Regis I like is the shiny Shadow. That's pretty sick, you know? Like, that's... I don't know. I think it accents it well. I approve. Other than that, though, not the biggest Reg guy. Can't wait for our trade, says Nick. Yeah, man, for sure. Hopefully get that Shundo Tauros. What would I use a Master Ball on? Would I use one on an Azelf? Probably not. I would use one on a level 1 bird, because I like those, but everyone's got a different idea of what's worth it and not worth it for Master Ball, so you do you, man. Pick something you like, and don't feel bad about using it on anything you like, man. Don't let anyone try to talk you out of what to use it on and what not to. You like the shiny Sylveon? Yeah, it's nice, man. A lot of the shiny evolutions are pretty good. I'm obviously an Umbreon guy, like I said before, but there's some good ones. What do I want for it? I mean, Nick, whatever, man. The least I can do is give you the Tauros. We'll figure something out, but I'm not too picky. I'm just stoked you'll have the bull, man. April's gonna be fire with the Kyogre Groudon Regidrago. Are you actually out and about doing this? Oh, actually out and about doing this. Yeah, what do you mean? Like, we're walking outside, yeah. I don't show the camera too much because it lags the stream and stuff, but yes, we are out walking around. How do you get so many Pokeballs? I use the Go Plus. So the Go Plus Plus is a Bluetooth device you can buy. Pretty much it'll auto spin stops for you or whatever, so pretty good to have if I'm driving around or busy working or whatever. It can pick me up some Pokeballs. I really recommend it if you play a lot. If not, I mean, you can just spin stops, right? Go hang out at one of your favorite places with Pokestops and chill with a friend and spin some stops for a while. I used to do that all the time. Man, I use my Master Ball on shiny Bronzer. I mean, if you're feeling it, man. Who am I to say no? Let's get rid of these guys. There we go. Anything exciting for April? That's what we were talking about before. There is the fashion raid weekend or day or whatever. Kyogre and Groudon are back. Regidrago, Regieleki. You know, it depends. Everyone's at a different stage in their Pokemon Go journey, we'll say, so some people might not care for those. Some people might think they're great. I'm always down to raid Groudons and Kyogres, though. So those personally will be pretty cool. I'm feeling it. I'm going to remote trade it with you. I'm never going to accept a Bronzor trade. That would go Shundo for me for sure. Volbeat. What's so good about shiny Pokemon or birds? I mean, people just like certain things in the game, and they like things that are rare. The birds are kind of a tough chase, so I like to go for those because we all inherently want things that are rare, right? Think about the oldest primitive humans on Earth valued gold, and the reason why is because, you know, gold is not easy to get. Not everyone can own it. So that translates to things like Pokemon Go. We don't want common things. You want the thing no one else has. So, yeah. How cute is Minccino with the Fashion Week? Yeah, I have that shiny, actually, from way back. When's Groudon? In April. Anything exciting next month? That's what we're just talking about for a while. Groudon, Kyogre, Regidrago, etc. If you ever want to know, you can always go on Pokemon Go Hub or LeakDuck. Both those websites have all the info. I mean, I generally know what's going on, but, you know, I'm trying to do 1,000 things and can't always remember every detail of the month. So that's when those websites can be a big help for you. I indented my skin with my pants. That's, I don't even know what to say to that. I have no idea. So lucky, says Stitches. Let's see. The Snubble would be very cool, man. A Shiny Shadow Snubble is possible now. Would be very nice. But yeah, guys, make sure Pokemon Go Hub and LeakDuck, look them up. I can't repeat the same thing every... It's been less than a minute. It's been asked more than that many times. So yeah, Pokemon Go Hub and LeakDuck for events. Those are your go-tos. And not a shiny snub. We got snubbed. Fighting the Snorlax Grunt. Snorlax Grunt is the worst. But yeah, that Minccino, I got it pretty early for that event, didn't I? I think it was my Dex entry Minccino. This one right here. And then we got this guy too, Huncino, I think I called him, which is pretty funny, but I like this costume, man. I don't think I ever evolved it, did I? We do have 2 of them. Or did I? Oh, I did. Wait, that's not the costume one. I guess we could do that. Jordan says 13 days till forever friends. Nice, man. Yeah, getting close. We'll have to think about what we want to swap. How are you today, says Vorky. I'm doing all right, thanks. How are you doing today? Just looking for some birdies and stuff. Trying to have a nice chill day, you know, as we always do. The king of Pokemon, what's up? Got real Jordan in the house. How you been? But yeah, shinies have been a little tough to come by today, whether we like it or not. It's just kind of that there's not one Pokemon that I have not encountered and tried to catch that we've seen the entire day. So puts it into perspective that even people you think are lucky sometimes, you know, have very average luck. More times than not lately. I would say since Kalos Tour, you could debate I've been very unlucky most of the time for how much we play the game. But it does happen, right? Come on, birds, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. That's a dweeble. I was hoping to get that shiny Nimble. Hasn't happened. If you don't get one, I can give you one in, I keep wanting to say in New York, but in Chicago. I have some extra ones. Got one this event, but I didn't realize I had, like, I think 5 or so of them. Trying to get a shiny Caesar. Nice. My incense? Yeah, good call. Beef it up a little bit again. We've been running the daily incense for 2.5 hours, right? Pretty crazy to think we haven't seen too much to write home about yet. Building up the shiny luck for GoFest, perhaps. Also, I love Magmar. I was going to say, I've never seen shiny Magmar in the wild. Like, literally never once. But it's okay. In recent memory, we had that one day, it was a 4-hour grind, and the only shiny I got was a Chansey. And right after that, we got a Shundo Regigigas. So our luck went from brutal to a Shundo. So, I mean, that could happen today. You really never know. Pelipper would have been cool, man. The big boy Wingull. 16 from Banzuki. Yikes. Also shiny luck, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it comes in waves. I feel like I always notice kind of a big trend, too, that say I have a very unlucky day, it's usually followed by a very lucky day. And vice versa. Days where I get like a shiny bird, the day after I tend to get crushed. Not always the case. Justin Allen, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome in, man. Still trying to get a shiny, says Garon. Yeah, me too. Been putting the work in, it'll happen, I believe. We're catching lots and lots and lots. And looks like no hundos yet either. Much to my chagrin. Started getting back into the game again. Nice. Just in time for the summer coming up, man. That's cool. I can't wait for the weather to be nice. Overall, this makes my life a lot easier for these outdoor grinds. And I can be comfortable and feel like your mood is better. And I feel like it's healthy for you to see the sun and be warm. It is for me anyways. I think all humans are different, but I'm definitely wired that I feel a lot better and more like myself when I see the sun. Agree, when I have a little shiny drought comes up. Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's always how it goes. Like anything, I mean, life included, everything's a lot of ups and downs, right? Not always going to be the worst time for you. It's not always going to be the best time, but you're going to have a lot of high highs, a lot of low lows, but especially with Pokemon Go, you know, just take it for what it is. At the end of the day, it's just a game. As long as you're having fun, you're winning. Canadians love their snow, I know. So happy to have it all the time. Wow, Kaz, really? Yeah, that's brutal. I mean, yeah, it definitely happens. Mawile. Well said, great perspective. Yeah, I don't know, not to dive too much into it. It's just kind of how I feel about things in general. I feel like if you can look at it that way, you can have a little bit less of a sour attitude when certain things happen, right? You're trying to get to 400k catches this year at 308k right now. Nice. I definitely have goals in the game too. Actually, speaking of catches, I'm coming up on 500k very soon. I'm at 497. So I'm definitely like you, man. I try to get goals and like that. I'm not really like speed pedaling to get there. Of course, I am catching everything I see like I always do, but I'm just going to let it happen when it happens, and I hope that I can get something cool when it comes in. Mega Houndoom this week. You're going to be your turn to get a blue dog. Yeah, I love the blue dog. Never caught one before. I have one that I've evolved, like from Houndour, but never actually caught Houndoom as is. Shiny one anyways. What's up, Blitz? Think Crown, Zamazenta, and Zacian will come back? Yeah, maybe around Go Fest. I don't know, man. We had them for last Go Fest, so maybe they'll be like a raid week featured up, you know, like the road to Go Fest like we had for Kalos or something like that. Hard to say, but rest assured, I don't think they're gone for good. I think they will come back. A 421 on the Pede. The Sizzly boy. Come on, birds. I'm ready to at least see one now, you know? I don't even care if it runs. I don't care if it runs immediately. Kind of just want to see one. Which is better? Well, they're a little bit apples and oranges, right? If we look at this one, it's a Steel and Fairy type with a very, very high attack stat. If we look at the Zama, it's a Steel and Fighting type with a very, very high defense stat. So they're both fantastic, but they are a little bit different, right? It's kind of like, almost in a sense, comparing like Groudon and Kyogre. Neither one is terrible. They're just good at different things. Come on, give me a bird. That's what we're always going for. The birditos. That's why I catch everything I see for the most part. Yeah, same. I mean, unless I'm, you know, preoccupied, if I'm doing something else, but especially like when I'm streaming and actually grinding and stuff, I definitely try to catch everything I see, and that's when you end up with random hundos, and over time you get a boatload of candy for everything, and you want to see shiny Galarian Moltres. Yeah, me too. It actually has been a while since I saw that specific bird. How many birds do I have? Currently for birds we have 42. So if we go to my recents, caught that one a little while back. Dang, really? That's in... My last shiny Moltres is November, dude. Last shiny Zapdos. Oh, it's the same day. Yo, if you guys missed this, there's a video, like a real video on the channel. Got both these birds in the same day, man. Wow, that was our last time seeing those. That's a really, really fun memory, man. Look back on those for sure. Mr. Char Binks. Only have shiny Articuno? That's good. Overdue for a shiny Moltres. Yeah, you know what? I guess we are. Didn't really look at it that way. It's crazy to think the last 3 shiny birds I've got have all been Articuno, and that's actually the bird that I need. Well, I need it for the last Shundo or whatever. Interesting. I did not know that. With how much I look at the birds, you'd think that I'd know that, but I didn't know. Shiny hunting in Legends of Arceus. What are the shiny rates for that? MC, what's up? Yeah, what are we looking at for shiny rates in that game? I'm currently playing Fire Red with a shiny rate of 8,192. So it's like you better chance of getting hit by lightning 10 times in a row, pretty much. But I'm curious to know if that game is the same. Getting too many Articunos? Haven't seen Moltres in forever, really. It is random RNG, I believe, right? I don't think there's any plot to make some of them shine for you more, or any way to entice one bird over the other, or anything like that. I do think it probably just boils down to just random luck. 150 in mass outbreaks. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's nice. You can kind of hunt them at a boosted-ish rate like that. Because, yeah, I've been resetting. I said before, I'm over 60 hours into soft resets for Shiny Charmander, and it's a little painful. I really would like to play the game soon, but I can't give up on them because, you know, I've lost that many hours of my life. The more you play, the more good opportunities you get. Yeah, luck is a funny thing, right? It's kind of like you have to be in a position to get lucky. Same thing with like opportunities in life, right? Say you want your dream job. You got to be in an opportunity that if it comes up, you're good enough at whatever it is you do to get it. It's like, think about a pro athlete or something trying to get called up to the majors. They got to hone their craft so that if they do get their shot, they're ready. It's kind of the same with luck in the sense, if you look at it. If you're not trying, you have no chance to get lucky. So it's a little more of a gambler's attitude, I guess, when you look at it that way, but it also really, I think, is a true thing that you got to be ready to receive the luck. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. Let me get one more spawn up here after this one, and we'll hop in on the Zama. Let's go, shiny, shiny, shiny. This is the same spot we got the Sizzlipede spawn last time. That's weird. Yeah, we're gonna do the raid though. Like I said, I want to check at least 1 to 2 more spawns here. The last bird that I caught was actually under these 2 gyms. So we might as well, right? It would suck to be in a raid and one of them spawns in, you know. Do Kyogre raid when it comes out. I mean, I'll definitely be doing a ton of them. I always raid Kyogre and Groudon pretty hard. Even when they don't have backgrounds and stuff. Like, I know some people are a little bit chagrined if they don't have a background or anything special to them, but they're always going to be good things to raid for candies, potential hundos, etc. Let me just check the spawn cluster here, too. Because we are due for a shiny. Whichever way it comes, we're definitely due. Alright, Slowpokeus Maximus. Let's hop in on this one. How is Zacian 5600 CP and Zama's only 46? So I mentioned before that Zacian has a much higher attack stat. And attack pretty much dictates more of the total CP value. So things with higher attacks tend to have higher CPs. Not always, but tends to be the case. 3 people, nice. Let's get my boy Kecleon back in there again. Is there any way I could get shiny Charmander? They're in Dynamax battles right now. They can spawn in the wild too. I mean, they do come around for certain events. So it will boil down to luck, right? It'll boil down to just trying to get them enough times. But yeah, if you mean trade, you gotta be local to trade. Alright, 6 people, 8 people, nice. Mr. Kex. Alright, they're a bit rare. Yeah, hope Shiny Shadow Ray will come out. Everyone's been kind of hoping that Geo's going to have that at some point. I have 2 Rocket Radars, I think. I've been saving them for the last couple of rotations. I mean, we had, Cresselia. I used one on Heatran, I think, unfortunately. So that came to raids after. And then we had the Thundurus and Tornadus kind of duds. So hopefully we get something good. I mean, even bring Shadow Reshiram or Zekrom or Palkia and Dialga back again. I don't know. Bring something that doesn't suck. Would be cool. Because, yeah, like Thundurus and Tornadus, unless that just happens to be your favorite Pokemon, I don't think many people were too excited with that, and myself included. And they can be Shiny Shadow now, so I have been seeing people get them, and don't get me wrong, that is rare. You only get really one check at it. Maybe a couple if you had some Rocket Radar saved up, so it's going to remain rare until it comes to the Shadow Raids and stuff, but Zekrom's my second favorite Legendary. Nice. You can get a Shiny from Giovanni now, yeah. The game has been changed. You couldn't in the past, now you can. Any Team Rocket Pokemon can be Shiny as long as their regular form in the game has a Shiny eligible, so yeah, big change that way. Thundurus is trash. Yeah, not my favorite. Minus 100 Cleo, my goodness. That's not very nice. You can't trade Booyah unless you're local. You gotta be local to trade, so even if I wanted to give you something, there's no way to do it unless you were like here in person, you know? 2153, not the best. A Turtle with 1%, yikes. But if you haven't already, drop a like. Help me out with some shiny luck, man. The likes usually do bring in the shiny luck. Let's see it be pink. Oh my. Even from 1 in 20s, we just can't get the job done. That's alright though. I don't know if you guys can hear this water hitting the boat. You guys hear that or not? There's like water splashing up big old waves against this boat here. Got a Dynamax Ice invite, let me know. I don't have remote at the moment, but I appreciate the thinking of me anyways. Been trying not to remote for a while. It's been tough, man. Honestly, it's really tough to do. I've been trying to be good with not doing it. Make sure I'm in a better spot for big events coming up. Especially after the last couple events, man. The last couple in-person events are definitely pretty rough. Between actually physically going there and the money spending game, it adds up. The sound of spring. Not quite yet. We're still supposed to have like minus 10 every single night, and then it'll go to like plus 5 in the day some days. But it seems to just be hanging on here. Like, I don't know if we're gonna get rid of the winter vibes in Canada anytime soon, unfortunately. Trade him on, I think, is for Carablast. Gonna get rid of that. I was gonna say Meryl would be cool if that wanted to shine. But he doesn't. And yeah, countless perma-boosted, used to be perma-boosted shinies that are just not a thing anymore now. Like, even Galarian Mask beside this Weedle up here. Like, there's so many things that could be giving us a huge hand at having a higher shiny count, but they're not a good shiny rate anymore. Shiny 94 Shelmet from the research. Maybe up this way. Get some better luck. I'm trying to think of areas I haven't been to yet. Not so sure if I believe in the whole theory of like covering different ground, making your odds be better or not, but I don't know. 4-star from the Zamazenta raid for Will. Nice. That's awesome, man. Congrats on the hundo. One of the best hundos in the entire game to have. I'm sure you know that, but that is a quality hundo. Mr. Tim Pool. Gonna be something random that shines, I think, isn't it? We're not gonna get to pick, of course. It's gonna be something super random. That's why I'm checking everything. Swaddles, as much as I don't want them. Anything could be shiny. Bidoof would have been kind of cool. Skorupi. Skorupi's a great shiny. One of my favorite Skorupis. It's the 27K milestone. Shiny Shadow one. That's nice, man. The contrast is really beautiful on that. Another rocket up this way we could try. And again, if you're wondering why I'm obsessed with doing these grunts, just because they can all be shiny now. So a lot of these shiny shadows would technically be brand new to the game, right? Depending on which grunt you find. Let's see what she has. Wherever there's light, there's a shadow. Hopefully not Rattata. I don't know. It is, okay. I mean, it still would be a new shiny shadow, the Crimson Rat. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the shiny Zam is beautiful. Yuji, what's up? Yeah, I wonder if Mighty Anna's possible. Probably, right? Hydreigon in the back. Imagine that shiny shadow. Unfortunately, the third Pokemon are never available to encounter from the grunt after, but the first two are. Crimson Rat. Yeah, I'm trying to paint a pig here, I guess. It's definitely not a shiny or a Pokemon anyone wants, but I'd actually still be pretty excited with the shiny of it. And, come on. No. 139. How many shinies do I have? In Shiny Shadows? Shiny Shadows is a good question. Maybe a couple hundred? Not even. 126, which is like... I feel like a good number. It's really not easy to get them. Like, other than, like, raid days and stuff, Shiny Shadows are pretty tough to come by. The Bloody Rat. But yeah, like Nick said, just playing a lot over time, you do accumulate, generally speaking, better stuff, right? You're going to have more chances for RNG to hit, to get lucky. It's kind of like someone who buys 2 lottery tickets a week. They're not likely going to hit. But if some millionaire guy can afford to be buying 50,000 a week, his chances are a lot higher. Not like this one involves really money per se, but just the amount of checks, right? The amount of knocks on the door. Eventually one's going to open. Wow, the light's going to let me go? This light never changes for me, man. I usually wait here forever. The rat is definitely not my favorite grunt. That might be one of the worst grunts in the game, actually. Let's extend this again. I haven't been up this way yet. Perhaps this will be lucky for us. Be consistent with Pokemon, you get good stuff. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Not always going to happen. You're going to have unlucky weeks, sometimes even unlucky months, but if you're playing all the time, you're definitely going to get statistically a better odds of getting some good stuff. But as always, with odds and different RNG things, you could technically get a shiny for every Pokemon you ever encounter, and by the same token, you could technically never ever see one again. That is possible, right? We're looking at odds, not guarantees. I'm gonna rock down to Gebert Avenue. Been there twice today. I might go again. Can you go try the Latios raid up here, Latios raid? Yeah, Shiny Shadow Gary looks amazing, right? It's my favorite Pokemon on my account. Like 100% would have to be. Still trying to manually check some stops for some Kecleons in case we can get lucky enough to see some of those again. Incubator 1 lonely 12k. Actually, I've seen some birds up this way. Weirdly enough, it's always Zapdos when I do. In general, that's the best advice. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely always different ways to look at things, but I just try to share sometimes the way I look at things. How do you get so many shinies and 4 stars? We just got finished saying, but just playing a lot, right? So today, I've easily probably encountered 800 to 1,000 Pokemon. I have 0 shinies, 0 hundos. So it's not like I have any type of secret weapon or boost on my account or anything like that. It just is a true testament to how much time I actually do put into this and what it takes sometimes to be able to get good things in the game. A lot of people will just look at my videos and be like, yo, this guy's so lucky, but they don't see the absolute grind and how tough it can be sometimes to acquire anything good, let alone something really good. Like today, we'd be happy to get ourselves a shiny Weedle, right? So yeah, he's got to play a lot, man. Got to play a lot and hope for the best, but be okay with not getting anything. They got a chance. Let's put they got a Blissey rather. Put a Happini in there. Get a theme going. How do you throw so many excellence? Just practice. Pretty much I play all the time, right? So the more you play, the better you get at things. Kind of like, I don't know, I'm making too many analogies today, but it's like a baseball pitcher, right? If he throws a lot and he plays for a lot of years, he's going to be a better pitcher than he would someone who plays baseball once a year. It's kind of just muscle memory. If you play the game a lot, you kind of get into the rhythm of knowing where the hitbox is on certain Pokemon. And I'm not always good at throwing either. Sometimes I just throw them willy-nilly and read the chat. Hey, I appreciate it, Stitch. Thanks for the kind words, dude. It's in the name. Favorite shiny legendary? Hello. Bird. Bird is my favorite. We gotta be knocking on the door soon, though, man. I feel like something, like, I truly feel like something's gonna shine pretty soon. 10 CP Nimble would have been great. It's your highest CP Pokemon, Primal Groudon, at a 66-72, so a little shy of 7K, which I think is pretty impressive. You like Yveltal? Nice. Hey, Cyber and Sing, thank you so much for the subs, man. Appreciate that. We didn't check this guy yet, did we? Also, is that a Sizzlipede I saw back there? This one hatched into... That was a Shadow Raid that just hatched into a Slowbro. Really? Okay. That's kind of strange. It's my first Mon that I maxed out. I don't know. If we get a level 50, my tag here, I guess I could tell you. Go and then reverse time, right? Deancey and then Rayquaza and then Gyarados. Interesting. I guess I didn't really 50 max Pokemon for a while. Like, if I'm being honest, I didn't really ever do that. I was kind of scared to, didn't have the dust. So good about level 1 Pokemon. Just rare. Certain things can't be caught as level 1s, like legendaries usually, or different things like that. Like, we're looking at Galarian Birds. Their Kanto counterparts can only be caught from raids. So just kind of an extra layer of rarity, you could say, I guess. Not everyone likes them. I do. I think they're great, but not everyone thinks level 1s matter at all. Mighty Gardevoir, that's cool. I was so proud of my first shiny Gardevoir. Me and Garlic played Spotlight Hour in 2024 for shiny Ralts. She got 3 and I got 1. The next day we went Lucky Friends. And I traded her. We mirror traded them. And she ended up getting the Shundo. And I almost got a Shundo. I got this one right here. I guess it was, 2024, but... Yeah, we got these at the exact same Spotlight Hour, mirror traded them. She got a Shundo, I got pretty close. We were so proud of that, man. What's up, Rooster? How you doing today, dude? Like shiny hatches more? Shiny hatches are very rewarding and always feel great, but trying to actually get shinies from eggs can be like pulling teeth, man. Love hearing stories like that. I could listen all day. I remember a lot of very obscure things about the game. I feel like the more, for better or for worse, with the human memory, the more like emotion behind it, the more details you have. It's kind of like if something traumatizing happens to you, you remember every last detail. And by contrast, something very good happens to you, you remember every last detail. Like my only shiny Shadow Pinsir before I looked, Mankey Comday. Mankey Comday, you know what I mean? Like my first ever shiny Mareep, I think, was on November 2024 Comday. If we go down to these, that's not from a Comday one. 2023. Either way, you know what I mean? Like things that mean a lot to you. So you seem to remember a lot about them. Rooster says, how are you guys? I'm doing good, man. And you got a Hundo Shadow Dratini. Wow. That's huge. Dude, congrats. That's massive. Yeah, that'll be a beast. Let me just check these spawns here quick. I'm going to hop in on the Laddie. Take down the Latito. Kricketot again. What about you? All right, fair enough. Actually, did I check the Caterpie yet? Come on. No, I did not. All right. Remember where I was when I was... oh, yeah, for all your Shundos. That's exactly it. It's definitely the more it means to you, the more the memory gets burned into your brain. And that's kind of also why, like, as rude as it sounds, you could probably meet people that you don't really care about, and you'll forget their name in 5 seconds. Or, if, you know, the craziest day of your life happens, you're going to remember the shirt you were wearing and the texture of the fabric you were sitting on and the weather of the day, right? It's like, I don't know. The memory's crazy, man. Let's see what happens on this guy here. Let's get the Kecleon. How you doing? What's up, Luis? Good to see you, man. Trying to explain Pokemon Go to my mom is a wild time. Trying to explain the concept of a Shundo. The Shundo is the best version of something, right? So there's Obviously, things can be shiny, which is a different color, and then things can be high stats. So you're combining the rarity of having the best stats possible with the rarity of them being shiny. All right, 4 of us. A cozy lobby. Shiny Kecleon's goated. Yeah, I've been loving trying to best buddy mine. I got it from Pace, one of my buddies in LA, and I've never caught one myself. He was kind enough to trade one to me, so I'm trying to best buddy it to do it justice. My first Shundo while in my classic car. Hard to forget that. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. My first Shundo was Goomy on Goomy Calm Day. Me and Garlic were walking across from the university. There's like a little bend there in the road right before where I park. And I did a 4-star appraisal, and I saw there was a shiny in there. And I've never seen that. So I was like, yo, there's a shiny in my Hundos. And like it took my brain a second to be like, oh, that's a Shundo. It was crazy. And actually we went to a barbecue at my dad's that same day after. So yeah, you remember a lot about things that happen in your life when they're good and stuff like that. Kecleon is rare to begin with. Yeah, Kecleon is, I don't know what the encounter rate is, but it's very low. And on top of that, it's a full odds shiny, right? So you're looking at finding one is a mission in itself. And then when you do find one, it's a 1 in 500 odds shiny. It's just ridiculous to find those. What's up, Jan? Welcome back. Hopefully this shiny, or this laddie wants to shine, because man, our luck, you guys already know how it's been. So get a shiny Absol, favorite shiny. That's cool, man. Shiny Absols, I mean, I have a bunch of them and they're not my favorite, but I think it's a cool shiny. I like the accents of the colors. You have a 2% Joltif, a Joltik. Drop some Gemitos. Day 15 of getting a Shundo in Pokemon Go. You mean trying to get a Shundo? That'd be pretty crazy if you had a 15-day streak of Shundos going on. That'd be a dang dynasty right there. Okay, we're almost there. Also, what is that place? I'm looking at things to like nominate for Pokestops. Might have found one over here. Do you have a shiny Absol with the... Oh, yeah, the sunglasses? Yeah, that's the one that I use for a Mega, actually. Unfortunately, though, the Megas don't keep their costumes and stuff, which kind of sucks. What are the odds in this game? Haven't played since 2022. So, generally speaking, wild spawns are a 1 in 512. And, ooh, dude, yo, this is... yo, if this shines... It could be a purifiable Shundo. 2507 is the Hundo. This is a 2481. We have not gotten a shiny all day. Right? I haven't got a shiny from raids in like 2 weeks. Can you imagine if this is a Shundo? Man, make sure you drop a like, because this could be randomly massive. I'm not getting my hopes up yet. Here we go. Okay. Let's give him a catch and find out if he's a Hundo. This would be my 8th purifiable Hundo Latias. Let's skip, man. That's... dude, why didn't that shine? Maybe it'll have 15 attack and it won't be purifiable. It's been caught. Ready? Moment of truth. Here we go. Oh, it wouldn't have been. Dude, that would have been a heartbreaker. That's a purifiable 98. Wow, man. That close. Not really remote and stuff at the moment, but thank you very much for the offer, though, Rooster. Been trying not to remote things for the last little bit. Just recovering from Kalos and in-person events and stuff, but... Especially, like, Regice, I'll do them in person, but I'm not, like, super hyped to do too many. And there's another laddie right here. Unless that hatches into a mega egg. No, we're good. Okay, let's do that one now. Not as good as a purifiable 26-year-old. Stitch, that was close. Yeah, I mean, I still would have loved that shiny. It would have been a great Shadow Shiny to have. But it just is crazy, man. Like, my luck, specifically for the Shadow raids, every single Shadow that comes out, I raid the snot out of them. And, like, dude, it's just... How do we have that many of these, you know? How have we not hit the 1 in 20 that many times for these? It's crazy. 2451 on your screen. I don't know. I got one that was very, very close to not being, and it was in the 70s. I think that one might be a little bit too far. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it might be a bit too far off in the 50s, because you'd be 60 CP-ish off then. Also a snake. A tiny snake. Yeah, I'm not going to do the Slowbro, but we're going to do the, going to go do the other Laddie raid here. Just because the Slowbros are, I don't know what the shiny odds would be, probably like a 1 in 128 or something. Whereas the Laddie's going to have a far better one. Also, under this gym, I have seen some birds. Under this gym and the next one up. So we're in some decent spots again. Volbeat. Not Volbeat. Illumise. I was going to say, Illumise is a nice shiny. Definitely one that I would take. And also, let's check out my balloon. Bill Nye wins the duel. How many double XL shinies? Yeah, not too many, actually, surprisingly. We have 34. Yo, look at this one. That's sick. Like, that's really nice. Double XL Honchkrow is really cool. The Gardevoir. A lot of these are obviously from the wild area. That was sick. That's not wild area, by the way, either. Just caught out a raid, which is interesting also. But yeah, pretty cool. That's a beauty. I love Sceptile. I think Sceptile is a fantastic shiny. Sceptile's a gorgeous shiny. Yeah, I totally agree. 100% agree. It's a 15-15-12. If you purify it. Oh. Up to you. I don't know. It would be useful as a mega for you then, right? Because if it's purified, you could use it as a mega. Totally up to you. Mr. Wooloo. Let me tack a small extension on this again. Let's do this raid. Let's do it again. Alright, Latius. Enough time has passed. You need to shine. We're here with the Bob. We're here with Mr. Bob. Look at the look on his face. I don't know. He's just here. He's existing. Alright, let me send invites to him. I'm just looking at SpongeBob too long. Only thing prettier is the Snivy line. You like the Snivy line, really. I like that line too. Spoink Bob. Yeah, he's kind of weird. I don't know why he has this cutout here either. He has a hole that I'm not too sure what it's for. This one at least looks like it's a licensed product. It at least looks like it's drawn pretty well, but I'm not really sure what you're supposed to put through there. I don't really want to find out. Let's hatch a shiny. Hatching a shiny would be cool. Love Gyarados. You like Gyarados? Me too. Gary's my fave. Callie says, oh lord. What's up, VODs? Alright. Let's freaking go. Maybe this one will shine. I mean, like, we're definitely due. With how many raids? I mean, even off stream, it's crazy I haven't got one. You'd think. I have a home gym, right? So that's getting however many raids per day, usually legendary raids. All the ones on stream. In the last shiny, somehow, is a shiny Xurkitree from the university like 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. That's actually pretty wild. Pretty crazy. Back-to-back shinies? Nice. Got a Hundo Blastoise. I'm happy. Sick. Like the Hundo Blasty. My weekly breakthrough box. Got a remote raid pass. Got a shiny Zama. Wow. That's the ultimate Grand Slam. I got a remote raid pass from there this week too, which is very uncommon, as you guys know. I was pretty happy to have that. I used it on Dratini, though. And it didn't shine. Kylan says, shiny Sizzlipede. Nice. You inspired me to nominate something near my place. Yeah, you should. I mean, like, it's a pain in the butt, and honestly, I really don't like nominating stuff, but when they finally come to fruition and they get approved in-game, you can make your area better, it's, yeah, it's nice, right? It's nice and you got more points of interest. Business Box, thanks for the sub, man. Like, I recently nominated, I think it was 9 stops. 8 of them got approved. Only 3 went into game, but of those 3, you know, are that much closer to having gyms in that area, or when there's good field research, having some more stops or getting more Pokeballs or whatever, right? All right, make sure you drop a like for some shiny luck. See what happens. 2442, not going to be purifiable. Could be shiny though, man. It would be great if it would just shine. All right, some stuff, some things. Do we get the orange airplane? Come on. Oh, God. Oh, man. All right. That's not great. Some friendship with flannel, though. Sick. Dude, yeah, our shiny luck has been a little bit rough, to say the least. And, of course, blip bug raids that can't even be shiny up that way, which is very rough. Do we do this Zama? Well, let's go that way, I suppose. 2476 could be purifiable. My 2477 was. I know that. So it depends on the stats. Jam with 56. How are some of them approved but not in game? So pretty much Niantic owns lots of different games, and they all are way spot oriented, it's called. So pretty much real life points of interest. So if there's too many Pokestops already put into Pokemon Go, they'll approve the stop if it's a good nomination, but they don't put it into the game. They'll put it into one of their other games, which is very frustrating. So yeah, it's happened to me quite a few times. You kind of have to be not only strategic on what you nominate, but where the location of the nomination is, if that makes sense. Volbeat. Mr. Volbeat. In New Jersey, minus 20 outside New York. Minus 20? Luca says scammers? What's a scammer? What are we mad about today? Playing Pokemon Go, man. Who's scamming who in here? Or are we talking about something that I missed in the chat? I don't know. You caught it? It's a 15-10. Dang. Got the young Bweezy. Well, let's see what the balloon has. Might as well do that too. Might as well. Harry with the dittos. Yeah, I'm confused as well. Should I purify my Shadow Darkrai? If I do, it'll be a hundo. I mean, Darkrai would be a little bit better as a Shadow, but it does have a Mega come into the game at some point, so you could use it for that. Or do you have a 13, 15, 13 one? Okay, that's not the best thing I should be using for this, but the Steel Grunts are always a little bit annoying. Steel as a typing seems to resist a lot of things, especially paired with like flying or rock, right? Shiny Buizel will be the dream. I do have Shiny Buizel. I haven't got one for a while though. And in the back is the Aggron. So this would be a shiny. It would be hard to tell actually, I was gonna say. Because the Aeron gets red eyes, but it already has that. I mean, like, Niantic is scamming you by not adding stops. Yeah, I don't know. I understand they can't have too many, but at the same token, you know, we're trying to nominate stops so that we can, like, spend money in the game, right? Use the gyms and stuff from it, so it is not looking shiny in a 266. Wonder if that's good. I don't actually know. Also, we got a thing done there. I think that's going to be a Tyrant check. Yeah, Aeron's not good. Level 59 in the past. You're close, man. Close to getting that shit ninja. Okay, I've already checked this one before, not going to lie. Well, let's get it gone. Hit the next one down. Probably going to be Tyrant, right? Imagine. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's almost a hundo, too. 700 is the hundo. Check it out, man. Like, come on. It's cool, but really, man? That is that close. Oh, dude, there we go. Shiny Joltik. Off our daily incense. You know what? We'll take it. We've been getting kicked in the nards today by a lot of things, so I'll take that, man. We'll take the Jolty. So bad. So bad, but there it is. Well, I'm still going to do the Zamazenta while we're here. See if we can get a shiny of that too, but oh my god, dude, that was a complete grind for a shiny Joltik. That's just wild to me. Let me extend this again, too. Might take some of this on the go with me after. We'll see. Joltik says bad. I know. Not Joltik. Vaught says bad. I know you like it. I don't love it. I'm not the huge Joltik fan. Can finally claim my shit ninja. Good luck. I hope you get a good one. Hopefully get the shiny. The shiny's rare. I've never got one before. There's always a check for it like once a year. And I've never got one. Let me get like one more spawn as we walk up to Zama. Totodile, my boy. Why didn't he shine, man? I actually like Totodile. I'm so glad I didn't walk with my daily incense with that grunt, or I would have missed the Joltik. And that would have not been very good for a lot of reasons. Grab some of these guys. If you want to hop in on Zama, just let me know. Or snipe on in, honestly, is the best way if you can. Alright, Jan, thanks for chilling. Have a good night. Stitch says, got it wrong. Thanks for an awesome stream. Good conversation. Thanks to the mods, too. Hey, yeah, thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate joining the stream today. I often say it, and I do mean it, but I wouldn't be doing any of this without you guys, so thanks for being here. Just recommending that multi. That same old multi. We're going to see if Zama wants to give us a shine, though. I'm probably going to wrap after to be as deep dive as I'm willing to talk about it. Is haven't been feeling the best today. So my ideal plan was to grind for about an hour, but as you guys know, I will never end a stream unless I get a shiny. So we got a little bit unlucky. I didn't want to jinx it and bring this up before, but now that we do have a shiny, we're off the hook, so to speak. So we're going to do this raid, and then I'm probably going to wrap so I can just go and chill for the rest of the night, you know what I mean? But let's see if we get a Shundo from the last raid. Any tips I could use to get better at the game? Honestly, first of all, not to sound like a Little League baseball coach, but just have fun. Like, that's why you play the games, because it's fun. And number two, just catch everything you see. You'd be surprised how much you can level up and get really good at throwing just from catching. You know what I mean? Just catching things is, quite honestly, the best thing you can do in the game. And it's free. Levi, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome in, dude. Got 12 people, nice. But let's see if we can get ourselves a last-minute Shundo. How's your day going, Levi? Yeah, it's crazy that I did not power up that Moltres at all with that one in the front. It was caught as is from that last event, and the reason that it's recommended is it has the legacy move, wing attack or whatever, and I guess it's that good. It's not even a level 50. Banzuki says, can I have a Shundo? Catching things is arguably, yeah, it's the best thing you can do. Mr. Streamer's health is #1 priority, don't push. Yeah, I mean, like I said, not really wanting to air too much of it, but just wanted to get a grind in today, you know, see you guys hang out, have some fun, and try to take my mind out for a bit. But yeah, we did get a shiny. I was a little bit worried at one point. I was like, if we don't get a shiny, man, I didn't want to mention it and jinx myself either. If you send BT your best pose with Gyarados and AR. What's up, Digital? Dynamax Regice is legitimately rage bait. Spamming Earthquake and Focus Blast. What would you even use against that? I guess fire types, right? Cinderace or Molty or Rizard or something like that. Alright, man. Let's see what happens. Drop a like for some shiny luck. Can we finally get a dog? 2154. They've all been pretty much the same. Started my account 10 years ago. I have no hundos. Any tips? Raids be your best for getting hundos and getting high CPs. I'd recommend that. Alright, man. Here we go. Pink? Of course not. Of course not. But we did manage to get ourselves... I can't believe how much of a grind it was. Some days you just don't get lucky. Like, those same spots we go to, I showed before, all of these birds, most of these birds have been caught in those same spots. But some days you just don't get lucky. But anyways, guys, on that note, I'm going to wrap for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I truly do appreciate it, man. I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Callie with the 3 on the way out says Smoldono for the best no one ever was. You don't got to do that. Show some love for Callie on the way out. Hit all the buttons. Do everything, you know, all the YouTube stuff you're supposed to do. Thank you very much, though, Callie.